right. What is up? Welcome to Spoiler Kings. I'm Tate Kramer with Brian the Grizzly, and Brandman Brandon is going to be joining. He was in the room, and then he got kicked out right when I hit the intro. I was like, "Oh man,
he did it."
Otherwise, right? I would have waited. so we'll wait for him to rejoin us. But what is up, man?
Man, it's been a lot of stuff going on. Between
been busy.
The Star Wars stuff. There's so much Star Wars out there.
Yeah.
The biblical epic thing. The biblical epic things, and
I got the last part from my sabers. now it's complete.
Oh man,
this is exactly how I wanted it. Erica's like, it looks too plain. I'm like, it looks perfect.
No, it looks symmetrical. It looks perfectly symmetrical, and that's what you kind of want sometimes.
Because this is how it was. It was like this.
The way it was, once again, it's not symmetrical. So I mean, I guess it looks like one sword, but when you want something to,
I like simple. I like simple. Not all the time, but a lot of times I like whenever I made a car in any of the video games, it was black on black with black tints. Like it was just like all murdered out.
So all I know is if we do go to Indiana Comic Con, the comic convention, I am definitely going to Ultra Sabers and doing something immediately. Like that's one thing I definitely wanted to go do.
Ultra Sabers. So I finally posted the pictures on Twitter for all of our stuff. You guys went to C2E2, so I posted all those pictures. We wind up John Glover wind up following us because of it, which is awesome, super awesome. And then I posted the pictures of some of the stuff, some of the good pictures from me and my time at Disney. So so like I had the Will Rowe bucket thing, the ice bucket thing.
Yep. Yeah, I was like you had it like that right there. I was like, there it is.
It's super nerdy. But
I mean, between that and then Jeremy Renner, just talking about snowplow incident. I mean, talking about this week. I mean, there's so much stuff that has actually been brought up coming on this week, and then of course the toxic stuff that comes up with the Marvels and the trailer,
everything.
The too early trailer, but you guys, just so much stuff.
Yeah,
I mean, this is just what it is to be on the internet. It's just you're gonna get positives and negatives, and you're gonna, it's the things. Some things are good and bad.
Same thing with the Mandalorian. I mean, I think a lot of people overall are saying the season sucked. I don't think it sucked. I think it's my least favorite, but it didn't suck, like by any means.
It did what it's supposed to do. I think that they had
setting up.
We had problems with Catherine Kennedy. She's done with her things. I think they've decided, okay, well, we're going to let it run its course, and then we'll do our own thing afterwards.
Yeah,
it's going to fix it just fine.
Oh, I haven't seen the interview yet. I haven't watched it yet. I know it's on Disney Plus. People said it's pretty good. It was pretty
eye-opening.
Not entertaining, eye-opening, I guess, to see how bad it was, so I am gonna watch it. I feel like something like that where it's very, very real, very kind of not really depressing, but also a little inspirational that he did come back for something like that. But I need to be in the mood for that, and during the week, during work and all that stuff.
You're doing work, you got real stuff going on.
That's not a good mood for it, but probably this weekend I'll check it out.
I'm saying,
but man,
I'm definitely going to see Renfield. It's a lot of stuff going on. I mean, just the Max,
the Max thing. Oh, it's on Hulu. Okay, well, that makes sense. I mean, Disney owns Hulu at this point.
Yeah. Hulu's its own entity, Disney entity. Like, this is what we're gonna do with live stuff, and this is what we're gonna do for all the other stuff.
So we never talked about that. So Brandon brought it up. Also, we got a few other people in chat. The View with Drew. Hey, what is up?
What's up, guys? What's going on?
While we wait for Brandon, we never talked about this. It was kind of it's not a news, but it's kind of like a rumor kind of thing, where Disney, since they own Hulu, there was a rumor going around. It's still kind of there. No one's really like shut it down yet. Where they're willing to sell their part of Hulu, which is majority of Hulu, to Universal, right? To Universal, and obviously they'll get a buttload of money, but also they would be getting back the rights for their characters, which is I believe like Hulk, Namor, and something else.
Those are the two things I know is Hulk and Namor. Those are the two things that I've been
Hulk and Namor, and then whatever else little things. Because I know Universal owns a few other little things, I think, but I know those are the two main ones. So it'll be like, hey, here's Hulu. We'll give you a slight discount if you give us back our characters.
Dude,
and
I hate Universal.
It makes sense.
I hate Universal. As a creator, it might be a personal thing, maybe, but Universal just pisses me off. And then what they done to Hulk, I just think it's unfair. So yeah, go ahead, take Hulu and let's give me the good stuff and let us create and let's have a full stuff going on.
Yeah, because then at that point, all Disney Marvel is missing is Spider-Man. Like that's it. Spider-Man and all the subdivisions of the Spider-Man kind of
the Spider-Verse, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. So, oh man, I mean that would be really, really cool. And then just let you know, I sent the link. Oh, nice for the Lego short that you did. Appreciate it. Yes,
very good.
Thank you.
Yeah, I can't wait to
because I saw that in Zach Millens. Sorry, it was his last name. Millens live yesterday. And I saw him do that. I'm like, oh, I'm okay. I'm gonna see that. Also, Brandon and Brandon made a movie. Or not a movie, like a documentary.
Type of thing, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully, maybe sometime this month, I wanna watch it or talk about it. Talk about it with these guys.
I want to watch it.
I want to watch it. I want to watch it and then talk about it on stream. Yeah. Because that'd be super, super cool. Brian, I'll talk.
All right, so like just for everyone to understand, look, I'm a full 6'5". I'm pretty much that's what I am. But I'm 6'5", 275. So I'm a foot. We talk about we do our football show. We talk about football players. I'm them.
Yeah,
just not as athletic. Just not as athletic.
Yeah.
I'm a nerd first. And then I'm an athlete after that.
Because that's how just a little like some BTS is that's how you kind of came on with everything. Was one of our friends, Alfredo, who's done the show with us and stuff like that, and me and him kind of started everything, and then he knew you, and he's like, hey, because on our sports side, we were talking about tight ends and the combine, and Fred was like, hey, I know a tight end that was in the combine. What?
I went to the combine. Yeah. I was in it. I did all the workout and dude. And here's the other thing. Brandon is maybe 5'4". so when you have 6'5" and then 5'4", and then me holding the camera up like this,
up higher,
it makes me give me smaller. It's hilarious. I wish he was here to talk about this right now.
I know. He said he's restarting, so he should be on soon. Yeah. He said a full 6'5". If you ever watch sports, there's
how those people do. They say like, oh yeah, I'm or here, perfect example, Bryce Young. He's like, I'm who I am. Like, yeah, okay, I'm 6 feet tall. You're 5'10", bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's be real.
Yeah, that's how it was. It was like, oh, I'm 6'5". Like, man, you're 6'2". What are you talking about?
Exactly. When you're 6'2", come on, man. Like when I graduated from high school, I think I was only like 6'3", and then I grew an inch my freshman year, and then grew an inch my sophomore year, and then after the sophomore year, I grew like another half an inch. I'm like 6'4" and 3/8, 4, maybe 5/8. Depending on where I go to the doctor. There. The doctor basically tells me I'm 6'5" now at this point.
Yeah. That's funny. Yeah, because like who I met Jimmy Butler some years ago when he was still playing for the Bulls. I met him and I took a picture next to him. He's tall. Don't get me wrong, but
if I took a picture next to Jimmy Butler, taller. I'm bigger than Jimmy Butler.
You're taller. You are taller. Yeah. So and that's why I'm like, I'm like, dude, you're not that tall, man. Like, I was expecting like somebody towering over me, and I'm like, dude, like you seem like only an inch or two really taller than me, and I'm about 6 foot. That's why I was like, damn, you know, and
that was
like
6'3". I met Michael Jordan. I met Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan's not 6'6". I'm just letting you know, he's not 6'6". I'm bigger than Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
like bigger, like taller and bigger and all that. I am. Yeah. You know, this is what we talk about 6'4". Michael Jordan's 6'4". Yeah. Dwayne Wade's being 6'4". Dwayne Wade's 6'3".
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm telling you, it's so crazy, man.
Yeah. Well, that's what they always say in the NBA. They always add an inch, and in the NFL, they like kind of
or they subtract the inch. Because I met Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol is 6'11". He might be 7 feet tall. Pau Gasol is one of the tallest human beings I've ever met.
Yeah.
So like we did the show with Marvin. Marvin is he's the other guy that I did the Panda Grizzly show with, and
some bouncers. Marvin
makes me look small. So like when we doing the outdoor stuff, and we're going to the football stuff, Marvin makes me look little, because as I said, I'm 285. When you're next to someone who's 385, it doesn't look the same.
6'7".
Wait, he's a full 6'7", like he's 6'7" in some half inch, like stuff like that. So it just looks different for different people. So now
let's see if I can find that video, because there's a video of of you guys on that couch.
Yeah.
I have it. So so me and Alfredo are about the same height. We're about like 6 foot 5'11", right around there. Yeah. And then he was on you guys like did like watch the Olympics or something like that. So here's Brian, old school haircut, Alfredo, and then Marvin. So it's like you guys make Alfredo look tiny, and Alfredo is not a tiny guy,
Exactly.
So the same thing. I wish I had a picture, because the one picture I have when the three of us met the Bears guy, I remember brain fart.
Yeah.
We were at the game. It was kind of like same thing. It was kind of like far away. I think Marvin was holding it. Of all people,
he's Marvin. So when Marvin holds it up to here, I look like a regular person, and then Tank looks like he's
yeah. So I was like, the stand, like damn, because I know you always said like Marvin was like bigger than you, and I'm like, okay, and then I'm like, oh yeah, shit, like you want to feel tiny, you sit next to Marvin.
He's not just bigger than me. He's like a full refrigerator. Like he is a big dude, and he has these big, giant, long dreads. So it just makes him look so much bigger. So Marvin looks like a real NFL lineman. Okay, if that can be, I'm a.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. Marvin's a full NFL lineman.
Yeah. So that's 6'7", that's 6'5", and that's 6 foot. I mean. And you're crouching down a little bit.
So next to you. I didn't look too big.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I was pretty toasty too. So I had like at least like 3-4 shots and a couple beers in me. I was like, that shit was super fun, man.
We do that every year. So that's why next time we do it, we're gonna do a Spoiler Kings type of thing too. So we can like tell everyone, hey, come out to the Bears. And at that point, it might actually be in
Arlington.
Heights at that point.
Yeah.
Hey, Brandon, you could come to do that because you live in Chicago too, so yeah.
That'd be cool. Oh man, well you have some bouncers.
But we're not small. We're not small. Like literally, like I'm telling you, I went to the combine. When we do the bench stuff the 225, I did it. I did it 22 times then. I can do it 35 times now. Like I'm legit, like strong, a big dude. Oh man, I ain't talk about the Jamie Foxx stuff, man. We rushed to the hospital. It was Corinne's his daughter talking about that.
Yeah, I haven't heard why though yet. I just heard like he's at the hospital.
It was a medical emergency. That's all I know. I mean, and remember Jamie Foxx is like 50.
Yeah. I mean, for as young, as good looking he looks, like, he's 55.
Yeah, I'm telling you, man. He's like 9 years younger than Denzel, and Denzel is like 65.
Wait, his real name is Eric Bishop?
Yeah, Eric
Bishop. I did not know that.
I've known Jamie Foxx for like 20 years, so yeah, I definitely know his name's every bit. So Jamie Foxx show,
Jamie Foxx show was good.
Talking about what's the comedy special? Def Comedy Jam. Like Jamie Foxx has been around in Living Color. Like, come on,
it's 92. Right. Yeah,
Jamie Foxx has been around since 92.
Damn, he was on In Living Color.
I was 7 in 92. I'm 38.
Oh, that's right. He did. Oh man, he was that chick, Wanda. Yeah, with the lips up, they all stupid. Man, could you do In Living Color today?
Hell no. You can't. That's why they tried to remake Martin. You can't do Martin today. No. The stuff that Martin did. The dog, man.
Yeah,
and the skin with the dog. We had the dog and Tommy, who, the guy who played Tommy, who passed away. He was like dying laughing, like he's trying to do the scene with Martin. He's like, like it's a fake ass dog. It's so funny. Oh my god, that scene is hilarious. It's so hilarious, man. Oh,
yeah. So here, the last thing I see is TMZ said he's hospitalized with medical complication. Family says he's recovering. So
I mean, I think that's what happens, especially with actors. You can lose and gain weight. Like, so if you go the thing with me and Marvin and Tank, I was 310 there. I was 310 there. I'm legit 274 right now. And you can do that quickly. You can gain and lose weight fast. Actors do that all the time. So when he's getting ready for a role, they go from their regular weight to the actor stuff, to those diets, and that's not always healthy. So I always wonder at 55 how that affects your body.
Yeah.
They say black don't crack, but when you old is old. Father Time is undefeated. Trust me.
So I guess he was in the middle of shooting a Netflix movie called Back in Action with Cameron Diaz, and so I'm assuming it's an action movie. But
you remember Cameron Diaz is almost retired again after dealing with Jamie Foxx, so he must be doing some shit. So I mean, you still know, it's hard. All this stuff is crazy.
Yeah. So I don't want to. I don't want to lose him. He's a cool guy, man.
He's one of the greatest actors I've ever seen. When he did Ray, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know
if my perception of Ray Charles is Jamie Foxx Ray Charles or real Ray Charles. I don't even know.
Who did it better?
Like, he might do Ray Charles better than Ray Charles.
Yeah.
Like, you see him, he did the Jamie Foxx show, and then he perfected it. And then he's a method actor, so he's in it. So
yeah,
those things are just crazy.
I'm just looking at some of the stuff he did. Day Shift was pretty good though, man. Like a lot of people didn't get a lot of it, huh?
It was very good. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I would really like a sequel. What else? Oh yeah, him and Jeremy Renner, Robin Hood, 2018. All these White House Down was great.
White House Down was good. You know what the problem was? The other movie, it's too similar.
Yeah.
Gerard Butler being one in there, him and what you call it being in there. What's his name? Who's in
the other white guy?
Yeah,
I know the other guy that looked
the Magic Mike guy.
Was it him?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, definitely him.
But Django Unchained.
That is, dude. I've never been happier as a black guy. It's a Django Unchained. Part of Django Unchained is really hard to watch, but then the ending, the Samuel L. Jackson, everyone get their just desserts. Sometimes you walk out of a movie theater and I just felt like that's what I felt about Django Unchained. Like, yeah, finally, I felt good. Like everything was finally at peace. What up, B?
Yeah. Nothing. Sorry about that. That was weird.
It's all good. It's all good.
It was those other
one of my favorites
coming after you.
Any Given Sunday.
Wait,
like it's a classic football movie that's so good. Any Given Sunday.
Any Given Sunday is
Love
perfect. So like,
love it.
So Jamie Foxx is, legit, 6 feet tall. LL Cool J is legit 6'2", 240 pounds. Legit at his top. Jamie Foxx thought he could be, get up with LL Cool J. LL Cool J, as I said, is 6'2", legit boxer, badass. LL Cool J is one of the greatest rappers of all time, and he stands behind his ish. Jamie Foxx got his butt whooped on Any Given Sunday. You don't just talk to some people like you think you good, and then you mess with the wrong person. And you're when keeping it real goes wrong, Jamie Foxx is the poster child for keeping it real goes wrong. That's what it is. I'm about to make it real.
Oliver Stone movie that
was
that was the last Oliver Stone movie that really stuck with me.
Man, yeah, you're probably not lying. You
realize how long ago that was?
Dude, I will watch it like on a weekly basis at a point. Like, just so fucking much, man. I thought it was shot perfectly. The acting was great. Just, oh man, even at the end when he breaks his neck, he goes, "Don't drop me. I'm worth $1 million." It's awesome.
He's the greatest football player of all time doing it.
Oh yeah. Oh, and when the O-line just lets him get destroyed and in the rain and he just gets annihilated, the helmet goes flying off, is one of the best. Oh man, it's such a great movie. Yeah, Jamie Foxx is
it's cool, man. But that's the difference between, as I said, someone who's 5'9", 5'10", 200, 180 pounds and 200 pounds, and someone who's 6'2", 220 pounds. That's a big difference. Mm-hmm. And then me, I'm 6'5", 275 pounds. That's a big difference. There are levels to this shit.
Yeah. With it. Yeah.
We were talking about UB with me and you at C2E2. It's B, I'm 6'5", you're 5'5", and then me putting my camera up here is being shot from 7 feet up in the air.
Right.
So it makes me look even bigger.
Right.
So we look at the pictures, you see me, you see Brandon, and then you see we're taking pictures with the person who played Storm. We're taking a picture with, which is amazing. He has the best. I'm so jealous of him right now with the comic book. If it's not in glass, I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm just gonna let you know. Side note, but it's her, it's Brandon, and it's me, and it just makes us look even bigger. me even look bigger.
Wow.
I'm
just
once again,
you guys had a great time.
That better be on lock and key. I'm coming to get it.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. That's not going anywhere.
And one last one before we get started. Have you seen The Loft starring Carl Urban and James Marsden?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Have you seen that?
Carl Urban is not a small man.
Oh. How big? Yeah, Carl Urban is pretty big guy. Oh, they always make him seem 2014. Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
It's an okay movie.
You good?
Okay, I guess you could say so.
Carl Urban says he's 6'1", and he's 50. He's another guy that's 50.
Great googly 50.
And they just finished wrapping season 4 of The Boys.
Yeah.
They just finished wrapping.
Pictures today.
Yeah.
So, there's a lot of stuff to talk about. Carl Urban 6'1", 205.
205. Yeah.
A regular sized human being. Regular sized man. Yeah. Carl Urban next to me is like my dad. I pick my dad up like this.
See, the first time I met your dad, I was expecting somebody like 6'5", 6'6", taller, and then your dad's just kind of like normal height,
regular class man, But because my uncles are like 6'11", 6'9", 6'8", 7'1", like that. My uncles, my cousins are legit. Like my other cousins are much bigger than me. My little cousin is like 6'7", 6'7", 230. He's a big boy. So
See, but 230 on 6'7" looks
regular.
Looks like slim. Yeah.
Me playing at at 6'5" at 240, I look skinny. If you look at my Facebook pictures, I look skinny, but just that's 240.
Yeah,
240 on Brandon. He's rolling down the road.
Pretty much.
Oh man, that's fun. That's
fun. Yeah. Here we go. There's a quote of the day, man. The only boys we need are the spoiler kings. There we go.
It's along with Zach, who's the fourth spoiler king, really.
Yeah. So go check out Zach. Anybody watching, go subscribe to Zach, man. He's awesome. Definitely. Does a lot of good reviews.
I feel like he's the bravest man I know to be able to do full reviews for 3 hours live. So like I do reviews, Tank does reviews, Brandon does reviews. We don't do them for 4 hours live.
Yeah. Well, his live is kind of like, it's not a review. It's just, like he just like talks to chat, which is great. I mean, that's the best way to do it. You got
even when
lots of people in chat.
The Panda and Grizzly show, I'm super like
hour
done. If people start talking, I'm like, damn it, I gotta do this for real. You only can talk for so long, and then next thing you know, it's like, all right, I'm ready, I'm out.
Yeah,
tapping out.
Yeah. Also, Zach Attacks is doing his
Throwback Thursdays.
His Throwback Thursdays with Evil Dead, so he's getting ready for Evil Dead Rise.
Oh, I can't wait.
So, yeah, so I gotta check out. He did Evil Dead 2. I saw the notification, and I haven't got a chance to watch it yet. But Evil Dead 2. I wonder. Let me know if you're gonna do what's the third one called?
Army of Darkness.
It's not Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness.
Yeah. Because that one's kind of that was way out there, man.
Oh yeah, it's 100% Raimi.
Yeah,
like, Raimi goes.
That's on steroids.
Yeah, full Raimi on steroids, coke, and like bath salts. It's insane.
Yeah, yeah. You're not lying.
I wish everyone understood that the stuff that Brandon says, comes right off the dome. He doesn't write anything down. Brandon that's who he is. Nothing of this is scripted. Brandon just knows this shit like the back of his hand for real. Like he is super movie nerd, knows producers, directors, writers, handyman,
sound people.
He knows all that just because that's who he is. Like it's like me with comic books. Like I know comic books. I don't know illustrators. I don't know the creators of the comic books like House of Nerds show. Like it's everything is like that to an nth degree. Take no Star Wars. He ain't George Lucas. It's just like we know a lot of things about a lot of things, and when we come together, I feel like we can do a lot of different topics, and that's what we all make each other better. That's kind of what I was getting at.
Yeah. Well, I know that the first time Brandon joined us live, and he was like, this guy also was a sound here and did that. I was like, damn, like I'm looking things up, and you're already like, listening to everything I'm looking up before.
He's not looking at anything. He just knows it. That's just Brandon, man.
But that's awesome, man. Army of Darkness and remake, nice. And the remake.
All right.
The remake was
actually revisiting the Evil Dead movie in preparation. Evil Dead Rise, I think, looks really cool, and like just the hype surrounding it has got me really like. I was kind of on the fence when I heard they were making this, and then I was definitely more sold when I saw the trailer for this one, and I'm always game for kind of like new spins on it, and it looks very Evil Dead. I think curious about this new director, because a lot of his like a lot of the shots in the trailer do seem very Raimi, so it definitely seems like he's honoring the material. I think this dude who directed it, I think his name's like Lee Cronin or something like that. I want to say is his name.
Like that,
he did some like Irish horror film or something beforehand. So curious to see how this pans out. I'm just trying to get someone to go with me, because horror film might need someone sitting next to me. When I went to the theater to see 65, I was the only person in the theater. They showed the trailer for Evil Dead Rise. It was a little creepy, not gonna lie.
The only person in the theater?
Yeah.
I was the only person in the theater for 65.
I'm not afraid of much. Supernatural, like I ain't gonna fight a ghost. I ain't gonna fight a zombie. Like, you know, come on. Like I think about in the end of the world, like I ain't gonna make it. I'll be too afraid to go outside. I'll be like, nah, I'm good.
Sometimes with the Evil Dead movies, I look at it as these characters.
Yo, that's what's up.
Hey, that's what's up, man. Thanks
there
for
you go.
Nice.
That's what's up. Thank you.
He's a man.
We'll not regret it.
He deserves every one of them. With the Evil Dead movies, man, I kind of look at it as these characters just kind of getting what's coming to them. You know, this creepy looking book. Even some of the descriptions say, "Don't read out of this thing. Leave it alone." The thing's clearly a creepy, shady looking book. I'm not going to read out of it.
Looks like it's made out of people's skin. So you reading out of it, you deserve it.
You're asking.
You deserve that shit. Yeah, but hey, you know what? Like me, if I hear a noise and I'm in my own basement, right? It's a pretty big house. If I hear something on the other side of the street, the room, I'm not that dude who's going to go investigate it. I'm the dude who's walking upstairs. You know, like it's like black people. You see the movies, like you hear like, hey, I hear a sound over there. Let's go check it out. And the other black people with their suitcases walking the other way. I'm the guy with the suitcase.
I'm the guy. Yeah, I got my.
Like, let me know.
Yeah. No, you guys go ahead. Nothing over there for me.
I would burn that book.
I'm the black guy that's making it to the end of the movie.
I'm gonna live.
Well, yeah. So real quick, I looked him up. He did Ghost Train, which was a cool little short film that I saw from 2013. I remember seeing it. It was good. And then Hole in the Ground came out in 2019, and I saw that, and it was good.
Oh no, it wasn't good. So I remember watching, Hole in the Ground. Look, remember once again, I told you my secret, guys. I look at the corner of the screen and I pretend like I'm watching the movie. It's one of those movies I had to watch the entire time like that. That's not good for me. I don't need that in my life. I don't need those evil, scary movies like that, man. No, man, I'm good.
Yeah.
Life is scary enough, man. Being this big and, I get pulled over by the police. I'm like, oh, shit. Y'all talking about, like, zombies and ghosts and stuff. Nah, I'm good, man. I'm all right. Real life is scary enough.
True.
Yeah. But, yeah, I might... I don't know. Maybe I'll see if Brandon wants to go see it because my girlfriend don't want to see it. She already told me she was. I'm not going to see that. Like you can't force me to see it. so I don't want to go alone.
Y'all go with my wife, man. Ashley just
she's
5'4", just full like I ain't scared of nothing. I'm like, man, I'm scared of everything.
I was saying because she has a 6'5" guy behind her. Like I ain't afraid of nothing.
Yeah, nothing. Behind me, like, hey, wait for my husband. He gonna take you, he'll handle you. I'm like
in between your legs. So like, yeah,
I ain't no damn ghost.
It's like that.
The mom looks so regular, and then she comes out of the water, and she's like sitting there 15 feet up above a lake, and I'm like, all right, check please, let me go. I'm out. Check, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. Well,
yeah, but definitely check that out. Hopefully,
when we do that movie review, I will be talking about the synopsis and send them up and let them knock it down.
That's it.
I ain't going to see that.
There you go,
guys. I'm not disconnecting. I'm just. Give me 1 second, okay?
Okay, that's all good. Yeah, we'll get ready for Mandalorian in a second.
You know what kind of movie? The scary movie I like? Renfield. That's my scary movie. I like that stuff.
I heard a lot of good things about it so far. The early non-spoiler reviews said it was good. It's fun, and that's exactly what you expect from a Nick Cage's Dracula. Like, come on, and then also the trailer. The trailer's so over the top where it's like. Like he's ripping guys' arms off, like he's like slapping heads off the bodies, like it's so crazy. Like it just looks like a fun time,
That's
so
what
definitely
I need in my life, man. That makes me feel good.
Yeah. So hopefully, I think
I'm seeing the Saturday.
Yeah, Zach. I think Brandon's seeing it tomorrow as well. If you said, and then I'm hopefully probably me and Erica might see it on Sunday. Hopefully. At box office, but it's a flop. Yeah, you know what? That's a lot of Nick Cage movies though. Now, like whatever he does, it kind of flops. Like Massive Talent. Like I don't.
It was one of my top 5 movies of like 2020, 2022. I love that movie. Like it was my
great.
favorite thing. You Pedro Pascal. Come on, man.
and now it's getting a second win because of the meme. You know, like them looking at each other kind of thing. And now it's getting a whole nother life. So, but that's a lot of like Mandy. Mandy was really good. You know, super low budget. It's a Legion M movie, I believe, and Mandy was great. You know, but
it's because Nicolas Cage was lost all that money during that Ponzi scheme, and he was taking every movie. It was like he was being Samuel L. Jackson. Samuel L. Jackson never saw a movie script that he said no to.
Yeah,
he was like, "So what am I? I'm the bank robber number 3. Take it."
Yeah.
Or it could be I'm Shaft. Take it. Like it don't matter.
I'm seeing it tomorrow.
Which one?
We're getting Renfield. We're getting a series Dracula movie this year. He's on a boat with people terrorizing them. Oh,
yeah. I think the trailer.
I don't think I heard that one
today. Demeter or something like that.
Okay.
Something.
Oh, Demeter. Yeah. Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh, you got Mandy in Steelbook.
Mandy's great.
Mandy's great.
Trippy acid trip of a movie.
Yeah, we should do a review of Mandy, like on a slower kind of weekend.
I'm in.
I want to see Pig. I want to see Pig too. I heard Pig was pretty entertaining. It was like John Wick kind of ish, wasn't it? Exactly. Just like a pig. And Nick Cage.
Nicolas Cage makes good movies. He's a good actor. He's Nicolas Cage. He's over the top. He knows who he is. Once again, when we talked about people that know who they are, they should just be who they are.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I don't mind Dwayne Johnson. He knows who he is. He's The Rock. If you smell The Rock, that's who he is all the time. So I don't mind that. As long as be who you are. Don't try to be other things.
And The Rock's very, very charismatic. Like I said, my only I don't want to say problem with The Rock, just my point of disappointment with him was everything that just kind of happened with Black Adam, but we don't even have to go into that. Say what?
Yeah.
Black Adam for Brandon is like Batman for me. So you say Black Adam, and then you see Batman for me. Let me get started on Batman. It's the same thing. You just go down a road that you don't want to go down. We're gonna have arguments all day. It's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
It's not like that. Yeah, despite the odds. Oh, it's not. I thought it was. That's why everyone hyped it up. I haven't seen Pig yet, though.
Let's watch it. And, we should do that. That's be
a Nicolas Cage weekend.
I'm all for it, man.
No, it was not.
Start with Face Off.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
That's kind of lame. We were fighting these demonic enemies.
Willy's Wonderland was awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It was good. What are you talking about, man?
Awesome. Yeah,
I had such a fun time.
Nicolas Cage does movies that make everything better.
Five Nights at Freddy.
Thank you.
It was Five Nights at Freddy before. Well, I mean, it was already out, but the movie's basically going to be that. Like the movie that's coming out, Five Nights at Freddy, is like, Nicolas Cage already did that movie. So, yeah, that was fun. It was stupid, over the top with the pinballs, and he barely said a word. It was great.
One word comes out of him in that whole movie.
So I never understand why he stopped to drink the soda. I know. Why?
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's Nicolas Cage.
Yeah. Exactly. It was cool. That's it. It looked cool. Yeah. In the middle of a fight, like soda, or the pinball. He had to constantly pay the pinball. It was so good.
Yeah, he was taking his breaks. I loved it.
Yeah. So imagine I watched Willy's Wonderland, then right into Massive Talent. We watched those back to back in the same weekend. Full Cage spectrum, right? Right.
Did you watch Face Off after that? I mean, come on.
I Well, that's why everyone's talking about Peaches and the Peaches song. like Derpy, what's up, Derpy?
Peach.
And that's always gonna be whenever I think of Peaches. That's always gonna be what I think. Is like I can eat a Peaches for hours. Yeah, it's like, dude. Face Off is one of my. He's so fucking crazy. That's why I was like, "Oh, Nicolas Cage is one of those guys." Like when he literally says the line, he goes, "The face off." I was like, it's so great. Oh man.
Let's watch something, man.
Yeah, man. We kill like 40 minutes. All right, let's get into Mandalorian. All right, let's get it going. All right, what is up, everyone? My name is St. Kramer, Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we are going to talk about the latest episode of The Mandalorian, The Spies. So, right off the bat, what you guys think about it? Let Brandman go first.
You know, I think we've already established that this season is less Mandalorian and more Bo-Katan, which. Which I'm cool with. I love Katie Sackhoff. But I really, really liked this episode from the first couple of frames. You know, it was giving me Blade Runner flashbacks, the way the opening scene was shot. I liked that, Giancarlo Esposito, who, it's always a pleasure to see him.
Exactly.
I liked that, we saw kind of more Mandalorians doing their thing, them being rallied up. I thought the action sequences were really, really on point this time, like especially on point this time. Just some of the back and forth with Grogu got a little repetitive at times, but we can kind of go into that like more later. But I really like this one. This episode really, really kind of kept me riveted and on my feet. Just from an action standpoint, spectacle. I think this did really, really good in terms of spectacle. This episode in particular, I thought they did a great job. Really, really enjoyed this one.
Yeah. Okay. Then real quick, Derby said positive thoughts. Best episode of the season. So cool. What you got, Brian? Yeah.
I think the biggest thing about this episode is it's called Spies. Mm-hmm. Not spy. We know there's one spy, right? It's called Spies.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the biggest part of this whole thing. So how do they know where they were? There's another spy in the Mandalorians in that little group. That's what's so cool. And is it the armorer with her little demon horns? Is it Bo-Katan's the person she had fallen off with that got in the middle of the fight in the middle of the damn voyage? Who is it? It could be him because he's basically set up trying to kill something. Kill what's his name?
Paz
with the axe. Paz Vizsla.
Paz Vizsla.
Yeah. So it's like, they got an argument, and he set up Paz just to do that. But Paz barely decided he was going to stay there because all of them could have got out. Or what if I throw a dark horse in there? What if it's Bo-Katan?
See, everyone's saying it's the armor. Everyone's saying it's the armor for obvious reasons. Yeah. Even that, I'm kind of like, I don't know.
It's too obvious, isn't it?
It's too obvious. It's too obvious, but I don't know.
But what if it's Bo-Katan? What if it is her? She talked about that story, and she brought up Moff Gideon again. And she was sitting there, and she was pissed off with all Mandalorians. And let's say she set this stuff up beforehand, before Din and her really got in there, before Grogu.
Yeah, I can't think it's. I mean, it could be. That would be a crazy twist, but I don't think it's them. It's gonna be somebody like minor. I feel like no, it's the refuge group. I think. They didn't even know all this stuff was going on.
They didn't know what was going to happen. So
yeah. I don't know. So real quick, like I thought the episode was great. Even the Grogu thing at first, I'm like rolled my eyes, but then as it kind of went along, and it was kind of funny with the yes, like it was stupid, you know. But
it was Lucas. You trying to compare Lucas, and Lucas says, Lucas, no, come on, let's go. No.
Yeah, it's legit a baby, you know, with giant mech suit. It was stupid, but it was it was good. It just kind of proved the point that like Jon Favreau had no idea that Grogu was going to be in this season. That's kind of the exclamation point of like, this character shouldn't be here, so we're doing just random shit with him, you know. Like, thanks, KK.
Yeah.
You know? Go ahead.
Yeah, he caught on. He sells toys.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. This dude's got like 4 or 5 Grogus. I see another one back there too. Another Grogu.
I had to balance it out. I didn't know what to do with the shelf, so I just
put on both.
Well, his armor. I gotta get Grogu with his his droid.
Yeah, because you know that's gonna be another toy that they're gonna do. Yeah. Oh, did I miss one? I'm gonna need a Grogu love song by Jack Black, not some of the features. Oh yeah, because Jack Black is. Instead of Jack Black, it'll be Lizzo, right?
No. Yes, no.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought this episode was great. You know, like Brandon said, I love seeing them do Mandalorian badass shit and fighting, and you know that was super cool. But yeah, to I don't know who the other spy was, because obviously we got the whole like Blade Runner kind of sequence in the beginning, like Coruscant all dark and rainy. I was like, that was awesome. That was so awesome, you know. And then the droid, the droid comes in and you know, just you know. So I thought that was super cool, you know, seeing Moff Gideon in his full get up with the helmet and everything. I was like, oh shit, okay, you know, like we're going that route. And then I see why I don't think Bo is the spy is because I think she feels all the regret, because now we know how she lost it and Moff got it from in between Rebels and this show. Is she, you know, she's basically like, I gave it to him, you know.
Yep. I tried to save everybody.
To save people. Yeah.
I loved you so much that I gave up the thing that I thought that was the most important to me, and then listen to the story. But here's everyone talking about it like, well, I don't give a fuck about this Darksaber. And I know they're gonna follow you with the Darksaber, so he gives it to her and says, so you rightfully did it in battle. I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah, but like just like how upset, because even like then I don't know, because Sasha Banks' character was gonna say something and she stopped her. She's like, you know. Mm-hmm. So you know, that's a whole kind of interesting thing. But yeah, man, it was good. I don't know who the other spy was. The big thought of everyone is the armorer, because they even asked. They're like, oh, you know, because she brought up the different factions of everything, and he goes, oh, you're was that Black Watch, Dark Watch,
Dark Watch.
Yeah. And she goes, oh, they're no longer together, you know. And I'm like, are they though? You know, because I've been saying from the beginning, she's not a good guy. You know,
and she could be the one that's bringing all the whole thing with her and Moff Gideon is that, you know, she's bringing all the Mandalorians to one place so they could be eliminated. So she could just have her one faction. Mm-hmm. And she's the only one doing it. And then once again, her horns. You see Moff Gideon's Mandalorian. So now they have their the armor, right? Yeah, they have Mandalorian armor. And you saw what he had, the little emblem he had on him, looked very similar to her little horns.
Well, yeah, he had horns on his helmet. On his, you know, and then I mean, even the commando, the super commandos is what you know, those stormtroopers were. Those are from Rebels, I believe, or Rebels or Clone Wars. I forgot which one they but that's from the whole faction of Guard Daxon, I think his name was, and he kind of he was a Mandalorian that went with the Empire to make these like Imperial Super Commando Mandalorians, which is kind of basically what we saw in this episode. So and he was also
we've always saw the armorer. She's the one that really knows how to make Mandalorian armor, right? So you have to know how to do this stuff.
Yeah, there you go. Death Watch. Thank you.
Yeah, Death Watch. So you have to know how to use it, how to do this, how to form it. She's the only one that really knows how to do that.
That we know of so far.
That would make perfect sense, but it just seems too much like
on the nose.
Yeah, right on the nose. Like exactly what's going on. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I mean, especially with Axe over there. What's his name?
Axe Wolves or whatever his name is.
Axe Wolves.
Fucking awesome name.
My name's Axe Wolves.
Yeah, it's like fucking Homer Simpson, Max Powers. Those are the vibes I got.
Oh man, that's good. That's funny.
Yeah. So real quick, you got Xavier said, I'm sure Favreau was none too pleased with KK's interference. That's the rumor. Yeah. He was ready to leave. He was ready to I'm done. But
yeah,
we'll see. Supposedly Iger said oh no, you're good. KK won't F with your stuff anymore. That's the only reason he stayed. Supposedly, all rumor. Allegedly.
This bothers me because she's the one doing all the announcements at Star Wars Fest. She's making all these other things. I don't even want to get to this big argument because we could talk about this a little later. This whole thing will bring it back.
Yeah.
I don't even want to say it. Never mind. But because that's a whole nother level that we go. That's a tirade. It's like me talking about Batman. That's just gonna go on that.
Yeah. But I mean, technically, she's still the boss. So until she's got the boot, I get she has to be the face.
Ray was retired. It was over. We were done.
Yeah.
No, we're not talking about Ray. That's a whole nother can of worms, man. Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's just talk about Paz
we are going to talk about that.
And Axe Wolves. Let's just talk about that fight. That was an awesome fight to see.
So real quick, people have been so impatient, but these couple episodes have brought things together and made everything clearer. Yeah.
Yes,
yeah. I'm still interested in, because now what's her name works for on Coruscant, works for Moff Gideon. We kind of figured that out in that episode that everyone hated.
Yeah,
but I feel like
for the 40-minute cutaway.
that scene real quick. I don't know what everyone thought about the scene of all the, what do they call the Shadow Council or whatever they call themselves. What do you guys think about that? Because we saw a lot of other people
we've seen forever. We saw
people from Legends. They were getting into it now.
Yeah.
So, Brandon, what you think about that one? All the evil super Imperial guys.
Oh, that was awesome.
Yeah.
You seeing Grief Karga?
I did. And it kind of plants the potential seeds, even with the Admiral Thrawn name drop at the beginning of the episode. They're doing little world building in the TV Star Wars universe. I think obviously there's going to be some payoff with Ahsoka in a couple months. So I really liked them kind of bringing them in. I thought that was cool, and I really liked how they how they fit in near the end of the episode. That was awesome.
I mean, how they connected Thrawn and everything. But I said Grief Karga. Just hear me out, guys, real quick. Before I know, what if he's the spy?
I wouldn't necessarily rule that out.
Yeah.
That makes even more sense because he's talking to Mando, and it gets really more back to Mando and the Mandalorian that the person he knows is the spy, the one he trusts the most is a spy, and he's the one that
it would make sense too.
He said, "I bring all Mandalorians over here." I want everyone to come. They're all welcome. Why are they all welcome? How do you get the money?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like all this stuff that starts to really, Grief Karga could be the one. He could be the spy.
That's what I was going to say, and I forgot. But it makes sense because it's like the Empire guys and all these other people, the New Republic or whatever they're calling themselves, could have all went to him like, hey, like we want this, and he's like, okay, I'll make a deal with you guys. Leave me alone, and I'll give you the Mandalorians. Like that could be just that simple. It would suck because I would hate to see Carl Weathers
Creed.
You
don't know who everyone else, but
like
Grief
that.
Karga is Carl Weathers.
Yeah,
and all that could have been him.
Yeah,
he could be the one, the spy that knows where everything's going on, that's setting everyone up, and even puts because he really want Grogu to go into the robot, right? What if that robot is secretly a prison, a way to capture Grogu?
Yeah,
he has a
transforms
button
into a cage.
Well, he has a button, and then the mind that he said, "Oh, he was erased," is actually there, and he captures Grogu and takes him to Moff Gideon.
Yeah, could be. Yeah,
that makes me so sad.
That's why I hope it's not. The armor makes more sense, but like you said, it's a little too on the nose. But so like here, I brought it up real quick. So we got Captain, was it Palion, whatever.
The one who walks off Thrawn.
In the Legends, he is like the right hand man of Thrawn, kind of. So seeing him, and then obviously he's the one that kept talking about Thrawn, and then the one I thought was really cool was we got Hux. Like we are connecting the sequel trilogy to this stuff. With Hux, I'm like, did he just say Hux?
We're connecting Rebels. We're connecting Rebels to all this stuff. I mean, this is a lot.
Yeah, he's doing a bunch of stuff. So seeing that, and then how obsessed he was with the whole cloning stuff, and I was like, obviously it makes sense because of Snoke, this and that. Like I now I'm kind of curious because now knowing like, oh, he wants the cloning stuff. So like, how's that connection between him
to bring
and
the Emperor
Snoke?
back? To bring the Emperor
but
back.
I want to know how that is because remember, like, spoiler, if you haven't seen the sequel trilogy, he's a spy. He's secretly against the First Order. Yep. So, which is crazy. That was so stupid, but whatever. Like the highest guy in all of the fucking army military thing is the spy. That makes no sense. Like, but yeah. But then we got Project Necromancer. They brought that up, which is the whole thing from
talking to the dead, basically bringing up the dead.
Oh yeah, they bring it up in they're talking to the dead, but it's what I can't think of the Palpatine stuff. All the clones and all that stuff. So, but then we got the Praetorian Guards, which is what we got in the Last Jedi. So although in here I thought they were cooler. Because they all didn't wait their turn to fight. Like they're
trying to win. They're finally trying to win.
Yeah. So,
man, I really just blow my own mind with this whole Carl Weathers. Man, it's kind of ruined the entire thing. If I'm right, I will be so mad. Exactly what Zach just said. The bottle of wine could have a tracker in it. And that's where they know exactly what's going on and exactly where they are. Yeah, and that's why it's so important that I need to drink this, and why it's so important that Grogu was in the robot, and he said all those things. Why it's so important to bring all the Mandalorians to one place.
Yeah,
man, I hope I'm wrong.
I was lost. I don't know who any of them are. Yeah. Which is fine. You just know they're a council of evil guys, like super evil guys, But if you know a lot of the backstory, you kind of like, oh shit, oh cool, like you kind of like are like, So I think it could play either way.
Even with that though,
Star Wars Illuminati.
But it's so weird because they're all even now still looking for Thrawn. This is a decade. This is a decade past Thrawn being gone.
Yeah. Well, see, he never said they're looking for him. They're just waiting for him to reveal himself. So I was like, I wonder what that means.
I mean, but Moff Gideon's saying if he's here, show himself. Like, where is he? I don't believe he's even around. And I thought that was kind of good. That means Moff Gideon's probably gonna have to get killed because Thrawn's going to be some kill him.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, that'd be so cool. But. Yeah. I don't know, man. I mean, it could have been just as simple as like, what's her name from Coruscant told Moff Gideon they're going to Mandalore, and he knows. He's like, well, where are they going to go? They're going to go to the heart of the planet, which is the Forge.
but they knew exactly where they're going. So that's what makes me think it's.
I mean, but
it's armor,
what
right?
if it's that easy?
But if it's not the armorer, man, that makes
it could be a bunch of them, but
I mean, Greek Karga just makes more and more sense the more I talk about it.
It does
because he knows exactly where they're going. He pinpoint exactly where they are. This.
Yeah.
But then the thing that I thought about is like they trapped the rest of the Mandalorians, and then of course Bo-Katan was able to think, oh, I have the Darksaber. Let me cut a way out and let's all get out this way.
That was badass.
But she knew exactly how to do it. Like so many of these things could be set up. So, I mean, as much as I feel like I know who is Greek Karga, it could be any of them still. The armor still could be it, but I think that's 2 on the nose. Bo-Katan could still be it. It still could be, wolves, ex-wolves.
Yeah, ex-wolves. I don't know. I just kind of hope it's like that simple. Was just like I was told you're coming to the planet, and I know you're going to come here. Hence why they build the rebel like base right next to the forge. Why was their little air base kind of thing right next to the forge? It makes sense. It's like, yeah, I'm going to be in the heart of the planet.
How would they have not seen it? Because the rest of the people. Oh, that's the other thing. Oh, I forgot about the rest of those Mandalorians lived there. Yeah. How would they not have never seen this?
Yeah, true.
The general could have been the one that that set all that up too. That makes a lot more sense too.
That's what Dupree was saying. Yeah. He literally led them to where right to it.
And he knew it was going to be there because it was already set up that way. This is not something that happened overnight.
No. Yeah. So yeah, man, this last episode is going to be really, really entertaining. So real quick, any bad things you didn't like from this one, Brandon?
Just kind of the Grogu stuff, like I briefly touched on, and like we all briefly touched on, kind of got a little distracting. You could kind of cut it, and you wouldn't miss anything from the episode. And that's kind of going for a lot of the Grogu content this entire season to me. You could tell he's just kind of shoehorned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's all in the name of selling toys.
But I feel like Favreau knows it feels that way, and he's doing it on purpose.
Yeah, I think just like you guys said, stuff. Grogu wasn't. I don't think Grogu was meant to be a permanent figure in the grand scheme of things. He's just very much there at this point. I also think, I think a lot of Pedro Pascal's role was probably ADR with this because he was probably off busy with The Last of Us.
Mm-hmm.
He's really taking a back seat, not just to Bo-Katan, but pretty much everyone. It's kind of like,
I feel like they're setting that up though. I feel like they are setting up him picking up the Darksaber and having to lead, being the leader that he does not want to be.
They could,
because it's the little things that he said. Like he says, she talks about the Darksaber and the factions, don't even care. He doesn't nothing. His faction doesn't care about the Darksaber or know its meaning. So, and he tells her, your song hasn't been written yet. And he said, I will serve you until it is. And,
that was super cool.
And him saying that just made me think she's going to die, and she's going to say, "Then I need you to lead us. You're the only one that doesn't judge anyone. You're the one that's been an outsider more than anyone.
Most honorable out of everyone.
And I need you to be the one to lead us. Carry on what I'm asking, what I was doing, when I started. Mm-hmm. Help everyone know my song. Help everyone sing my song." And that's how it ends. And guess what? And it goes exactly where Favreau wanted to be for last season. That's where it ends. And then now it's the Mandalorian again, and he has the opportunity to move on and do more.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that would be really interesting if they'd go that route. Because I mean, at this point, you could kill Bo because in the sequel trilogies, just Mandalorians aren't even talked about at all, like nothing. But yeah, I mean, you can definitely go there. I think that'll be really, really interesting because then this whole season's been about Bo, so you set her up and put her on a platform just to kind of knock her off.
So, but what it does like what Favreau says. Favreau didn't like the way these things were going. So this whole season becomes a waste, basically, if Favreau gets exactly the story that he wanted to have at the beginning with with Mando, the Darksaber, and now he has Mandalorians, and they're on Mandalore. Mm-hmm. So you have the story that he wants, and he can continue it any way he wants in the movie and anything he wants. He can do anything.
Yeah. Because then that would be interesting because then you could put the Armorer was the bad guy. So now that faction doesn't have a leader. Bo's faction doesn't have a leader, and he's like, "Hey, look at me."
And they all look up to him. And he's the one that saved them, brought them there, and he's the one with the Darksaber. So all factions look at it. And maybe he rides the Mythosaur. Maybe because they're running, right? They're gonna run to the waters of Mandalore.
I don't know. They didn't say where they're running.
But that's the only way they could go. They have to go underground.
Go further down.
Yeah.
But
and if he gets the Mythosaur, it's all over.
Well, he got so this one's very spoilers for anybody. This one's very anti-dad. They kill Paz, which was very sad. That sucked. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I started liking him even more this season, I'm like, damn, I like him. They fucking kill him, and then they kidnap or capture Din. So now we got the only two dad characters that we know in the show are either dead or captured, which sucks. So that's kind of interesting.
The one at the very end of the episode who died, right?
Yeah, the father with the youngling, and he tells him, "No, you go. They're going to follow you. I need to stop you here." And he was badass. He
talk about going out in that haze of glory, though.
Yeah, for sure. So that brings up an issue I had because he's like, "There's so many." He literally took them all out by himself. So if the rest of them stayed, like, everything would have been okay, right? I mean, logistics.
This is reinforcements. Let's keep on sending more and more. Because after the first wave, they killed all the first wave, and then they brought.
I guess,
more. And then he killed the second wave.
The three.
Yeah, and he kills them, and then another wave comes, and then everyone ends up dead.
Yeah. So that was the only thing I was thinking. I'm like, damn. So he went out, but he killed all of them. Where they just sent the three, and the three took them out.
I think the guards. He allowed them to get away, to put space in between them and the captors. They're not going. They can hide now.
Yeah, get away. But going out on Blaze of Glory like that, I think is kind of like it was kind of really, really cool.
Yeah, he took some people down with him. You got to give him
a lot. Took a lot. So super. That was sad, but sets up the big issue for next episode for that.
The last episode, guys. This is it. We're going for the season. The season's over.
Did it say how long this last episode is?
I think they did release that, and that is going to be very long, and I cannot wait.
Better.
I mean, this was 52 minutes.
Yeah, it was like 50-something minutes.
Yeah, this was good length.
I watched it as soon as it came out. I was like, let's watch this now.
Well, you have to watch these things because they get spoiled really quick.
Yeah, exactly.
Was it chapter 23 is the last one? No, chapter 24 is the last one.
24, yeah.
40 minutes.
What, only 40 minutes?
40 minutes.
Wow.
And it's going to be the same director that Rick, who's that? Famuyiwa. Yeah. Which makes sense because they've been doing that a lot. Like the last two episodes are kind of like a part 1, part 2 type of situation. So, yeah.
He's a good director. It looks like he really kind of found his niche with the Mandalorian. Like he's directed a lot of stuff that I've liked. Like he did The Wood. He did Dope, which was a great movie.
Dope. Oh my God, that was good.
He was supposed to do the Flash movie, but he backed out of that.
Oh, that's right.
Originally, he was going to direct that, which I would have been interested to see.
That was cool.
I don't know. I just thought about Grief Karga again, with the droids were all shaky and stuff and anxious, and when the giant warship came out and he seemed like he knew it was coming, like this is all part of his plan. Man, I'm just getting vibes. I'm starting. Man,
and
the old black guy did it.
Well, kind of like because like if you ever take like film studies or stuff like that, there's always foreshadowing. You know what I mean? And now that you brought that up, it was like the foreshadow part would have been Bo did it. Bo was like, "Hey, I sacrificed giving up the thing I loved, or cared for the greater good, even though I still got burned." Is that gonna happen with Carl Weathers? Carl Weathers like, I'm gonna give up one of the things I care for a lot, Mando and all his people, for the safety. But in the end of the day, is that not gonna if that's the case, is Mando gonna come back next season and save his ass when the Empire or I don't know what they're called, the New Republic, the Shadow Council, whatever they're called, come in like, hey, yeah, you gave us what we wanted, but we're still gonna F you up, and then Din has to come save the day. So I don't know.
Now I'm excited to see next week.
Yeah, oh for sure. And Xavier said it perfect. Hopefully the last episode brings it all together. I hope so. I hope so.
I 100% behind you. Yes.
Yeah. So, one last thing, and then we'll finish on this one. Any cameo predictions for the last episode? What do you guys think?
Yeah, you? Me?
What you got, Brandon?
They could.
Does Luke Skywalker come back and save him again?
I was thinking there could be, but they could potentially bring back Luke in some way, shape, or form. But heck, they could even bring in Ahsoka just kind of as a little bridge to her show in a couple months.
Yeah.
I think that's
Ahsoka. That's what.
So if I had to kind of narrow it down between the two, I'd say her.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be fine with no cameos personally, but I think there'll probably be at least one little Easter egg for her show. So I'll lean in. I'll lean in the direction of Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Me too.
Call.
Yeah.
I would say Ahsoka and Sabine.
That's what I said. Yeah, Ahsoka and Sabine. Yeah.
And Sabine. I would throw, because if Ahsoka shows up, it would only make sense that Sabine shows up, because now you get to introduce Sabine before. But I don't know. But the trailer for the Ahsoka makes it seem like that's the first time they meet is like, in the trailer. So I don't know.
That's kind of what I was taking into account.
Or it's just Sabine.
Or it's just Sabine by herself.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now we know where she is, and then when the beginning of Ahsoka, we know where she's coming from, and that kind of makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
flows very well together.
I want to see her so bad, just all graffitied out, colorful Mandalorian. That's why so many people were losing their minds with like when the armor was like spray painting, I guess, the armor, and I was like, how do you think it got color? Like they have to paint it somehow, you know what I mean? It was like, it's the same thing with Sabine, like, she's like really tagged up all her armor. It was like there is paint in this universe. There has to be, so it was like, if that made you mad, wait till you see her. Like she's gonna be like, markered on her helmet and all that crazy shit. So yeah, so I hope it's her. But if like Brandon said, if it's nothing and it just stays in its own kind of thing, I'm cool with that too, as long as we get a good ending.
I hope we get an ending. Yeah.
So I can't wait. I personally liked this entire season. I thought it was good so far, but the last episode is always the deciding factor if something is good or not.
If we have a great episode here, I think I will say this is a very good season. It had a few missteps, but overall still a very good season.
Yeah. I mean, especially like some people, Den of Nerds said he hated this episode, and I was like, what? Like, you're crazy, man. You're crazy. But
his own taste, and he
yes. Yeah. But anything else, guys, before we move on?
No, I just can't wait to see it. Let's go Wednesday. Let's go.
Yeah, it'll be super fun. But cool. Thank you everyone in chat hanging out with us. If you're live, stick around. We're gonna talk about some other stuff. If you're watching our replay, thank you for checking us out. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, so YouTube knows what we're doing is good. And join us next week, Wednesday. So make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, and it'll let you know when we are live, and we can talk about that finale next Wednesday. But if not, leave a comment down below and let us know what you got about this episode and what you think might happen in the finale. But that is it for this one. We are going to move on to something else. All right. What is it?
So
you just want to
let's do a trailer real quick.
Do a trailer. I figured the Marvels.
Yeah, I like to talk about
that. That's like the biggest one. Dude, I've been like fidgeting with my damn saber like nonstop. Like,
keep it going.
Also, it has the horns. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, very.
So you're the spy. I knew it all the time. Tank is the spy, guys.
I wonder one last thing. I wonder if they're gonna bring up like the Mandalorians. I was like, come on, say it, because I don't think they ever said it in the show. I think it was like something that the fans dubbed, like that faction of the Death Watch, because it was Death Watch that just went under Darth Maul. So I guess they were still called Death Watch, but yeah.
It depends on if it is the armorer that's the one setting everyone up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Xavier says your cover's blown now, man.
Damn it.
All this time we thought it was just about the Spoiler Kings. No, it was Tank setting us up. He's been the spy all along.
Although I want to go back and I want to build another one. So this one I built from Galaxy's Edge. I want to go back and build like a sentry, not sentry. Is a sentry like one of the temple guard kind of ones? They have one that looks like that. It's all like silver with like gold inlays and shit. That one looked really nice. So I might do the complete opposite of this. This one's like black and pointy, and that one's like white and sparkly. So. But,
I'm all for it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. If we go to Indianapolis, I'm going. I'm definitely doing Ultra Sabers. I don't know anyway.
Yeah, but man, I'm telling you, anybody who goes to Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge, and Disney World, if you can build a saber, that was such a
experience.
It was such an experience, man. It was so cool. Like I was like a fucking 5-year-old, just giggy, like this giggity. I was like, oh yeah, I can do that, and then like you have to put it up at the end and shit. It was like, if you're a Star Wars person, if you're a Star Wars person, it was like really cool. Like at one point before everything activates, the room turns green and Yoda starts talking, and I was like, it's cool, man. It's cool. And the cast member that was leading the whole session, he was super funny. Like he was super funny. Like people, like somebody would say something, he's like, oh yeah, somebody said like, oh, Kylo Ren. He's like, no. It was like, it was like really, really kind of cool. So because they have to stay in that character. So it was fun. It was fun. But cool. All right, guys, you ready to watch the trailer?
I'm ready. Do it.
Oh, let me make sure I'm sharing audio. All right, let's do it. Wait, I fucked up. I forgot to change the background. Mandalorian. All right, let's try it again. All right, welcome to Spoiler Kings. I'm Tank Kramer, Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon down there, and we're gonna check out the new MCU trailer, The Marvels. So let's watch it first, and then we'll talk all about it because everyone got feelings about it for sure. All right, let me know if you guys can hear it.
Yeah, Captain Rambo, what the hell are you doing?
Entering the jump point perimeter. Gonna get you some readings, Fury. Hello? Hello?
Captain Rambo.
So,
Hi.
We're looking for Kamala Khan.
Okay, so our powers are entangled. I can manipulate light energy. And you... I could totally show you. No! Not again! Hi. Where's our daughter? Wherever you were.
That's my favorite part.
We're a team. Oh, no. We're not a team. We're not a team.
Go November. All right. So I'll let Brandon go first. Brandon,
right
what do you think, man?
Right out of the woodwork, this trailer scored points to me just for using the Beastie Boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. It suited the trailer, so whoever went with that choice of music needs a raise. But that was pretty much the same exact trailer that leaked during Comic-Con last year, for like a hot minute before it got yanked. But I think it looks fun. I think it looks like a fun little romp, kind of like a Freaky Friday type vibe in it, with them kind of switching places in space and that sort, or like space and time, that sort of thing. I'm having kind of trouble describing it. I like that we're going to see more of the Khan family, because they were my favorite parts of Miss Marvel. One of my favorite parts of Miss Marvel. I think Iman Vellani is really going to carry the movie. Just her energy. Well, she essentially is Kamala Khan. Hence probably the reason why she got the role. And I really like the director. It's from, I know the people who did the first Captain Marvel aren't involved. I think this is Nia DaCosta, who did the surprisingly solid Candyman sequel a couple
years ago. That's right.
That's number one. Warning.
Candyman.
Oh, God.
Candyman. Do something about it.
Was it Brian's gonna go to his wife? It's like, take me.
Nope. I told you I'm the dude with the briefcase. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, he's already packed up.
I'm packed up. Let's go. There's too many mirrors around.
He's got the car warming up.
It's a camera. I'm out.
But I think it looks fun. It looks like, kind of fun escapism. I know we're kind of getting some more serious stuff with Marvel, with Secret Invasion not too far off. But and my initial thoughts is it looks fun. Wait to see more. The trailer definitely looked me.
Yeah. So real quick, so the name of that Beastie Boys song is called Intergalactic Planetary.
Yeah.
So
Intergalactic Planetary. Intergalactic. I remember the song. Yeah.
So just so everybody who don't know, I know Beastie Boys are old at this point now. So so obviously the song fits the vibe of the trailer. All right, Brian, what you got?
All right. I still feel like it feels like a Disney Plus show. And don't know why that has so bad. Like, I don't understand. Like, oh no, it feels like a movie. No, I feel like what we saw last week when we saw Nick Fury, that felt like a movie, even though it's a Disney Plus show. And this feels more like a Disney Plus show because it seems like it's gonna be a long story, a lot of stuff, more episodes, things like that. It feels that way. I felt like it was a season 2 of Miss Marvel, and it just not that it's it's him, Xavier.
Yeah, exactly what he said.
But like, I'm not trying to like. I like the Miss Marvel. I did. It's one of my favorite shows I've seen on Disney Plus. But it felt like a show. It did not feel like a movie to me. and just the exact opposite of what I saw, last week. I felt like that felt like a movie. It didn't feel like a show to me at all. It felt like it's epic. This comes to a conclusion. I didn't feel that way, this movie. And I feel like I don't think that they're putting money behind this. I think it's going to look good. It's going to be a fun time. I just don't. I got show vibes, not movie vibes. And it's like you can't say anything negative against something. Like, no, I still want to say something. I can say negative or positive regardless. I think it could be good characters, just bad concept. I think that the concept should be more. It could be fun, but it should look like a movie. A movie is at the most a 2.5 hour concept. This doesn't seem like a 2.5 hour concept. It seems like a show that's going to take multiple episodes. That could be an 8 episode series and be great, which is still 4 hours of content. But I didn't feel that way. I felt like it was a TV show. That's just me.
Yeah. No, I mean a lot of people are saying the same thing. It does feel like a Disney Plus show, but the trailer says this film is not yet rated, so I'm confused. It's not yet rated because it comes out in November. 7 months.
If it were a show, Brandon, there's an easy way to distinguish. You'd see the Disney Plus logo at the end.
But it doesn't matter. The way it feels is the way it feels.
It seems like, it seems like it. And I mean, that's a very popular kind of opinion right now. Because even I believe John Campea, when I watched him, he said kind of the same thing. Same thing like you. He's like, it felt like a show, but it also feels like the best show. What he said, the best show he watched out of it.
I'm going to enjoy it regardless, but it doesn't feel like a movie.
So my thing is, I don't think we got anything. I think we got a teaser of a teaser of a teaser at this point, because it's 7 months out. Like, they're still working on it. There's still probably going to be reshoots. There's still going to be a lot of stuff done with this movie. I just feel they had to put this out before Secret Invasion. They're like, because remember last week, like we got Secret Invasion.
This is what I was talking about at this point.
So they're like, hey, here's this, but don't forget this is following that. And Brie Larson is very connected with the Kree and all that stuff. Like, she's very much part of that. Same thing with Nick Fury. You also got to remember, like the whole thing with Nick Fury. Like, when was Nick Fury last Nick Fury? Because now we know he was a Skrull. And now you need to, like, okay, shit, where was he at? This and that. So, like, I think, like,
I thought the Secret Invasion looked so good, and they could have dropped a trailer for this at the end of the Secret Invasion series, because it's a series once again, and we got a better effect because we'll have more things that and they're probably going to do it because this is a teaser.
They're probably going to do it. Yeah,
it's not a trailer. This is a teaser trailer, so they're probably going to do it. But I didn't think it needed to be dropped now.
You know what I think part of it may be. I can't help but kind of draw some comparisons to the situation with Shazam 2, where the release date was shifted around quite a bit.
I said
so they're trying to kind of get on the horse, because the other, what's the other element with Shazam 2 that Warner Brothers, aside from the release date, where else did Warner Brothers fail?
What, any marketing?
Yeah. So
any marketing?
The marketing, I feel like we can all agree, was pretty much non-existent. So I think they kind of want to get on that train now.
7 months early?
7 months is a long time.
It just doesn't make sense to me.
How many times do you see a superhero movie, get advertised sometimes up to a year beforehand?
Well, the best ones, like Spider-Man, 2.5 months, 3 months.
Spider-Man 3 was advertised a year beforehand, and look how that turned out.
It wasn't a teaser trailer. We knew what was going on, but it wasn't a trailer that dropped. Not a nine. This is a trailer. There's no need for this. You could have waited.
Yeah.
They got to get on the advertisement horse.
For what?
Yeah.
You're literally going to have a show that talks about the whole thing that's going on to this point for the next 2.5 months. So why do they have to do advertising right now?
They've delayed it 4 times.
That's another problem.
They have
to
keep everyone's interest.
For something that's coming out 7 months, Brandon?
Yeah. Well, here, Brandon Davis brought up a good question. Because they release trailers.
Yeah.
Mission Impossible 7. They released a year ago.
Yeah.
I think it was more than a year.
More than a year ago.
Top Gun. More than a year ago.
Top Gun came out, what was it, like late May, early June last year? Mission Impossible.
But this is a Marvel movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just
see that's my
you're not
only
going to have
issue.
You're not having another opportunity. You're going to have another opportunity to do this.
Yeah. I see. That's the only issue is I don't know why they released it so early. So, Secret Invasion comes out in June, the end of June. So you got to figure it's gonna say it has 8 episodes. It'll be done sometime in August. So you got August, September, October, November. That's still 4 months.
And that's
before, and that's a yeah. And I think that's when we're gonna get the actual trailer is at the end of. Is in August. So I don't know. I really don't know why they did it. But with that being said, I like the trailer. I like the trailer. I like seeing Monica. Hopefully, like this shot alone was the money shot. But like Monica in her suit, her official suit, which is awesome. Hopefully they call her Photon. Bree's got her new suit, whatever is going on there, and then Kamala's got her new suit going on. So. I liked it,
but it's fine. But it's
even this fight scene. The fight scene got me super interested because she's wearing a bangle. So and they're fighting the other 2 Marvels are fighting Captain Marvel. So like why and then she looks all dark with her crazy hair all frizzed out. So I was like it got me curious and I want to know what's going on. But because is she a Skrull at this point? Is like. I'm really curious about it all,
I'm not because I have to wait 7 months to even ask the question or even remember I have to ask this question. So the only thing I can think of why they released it so early was for people like Brandon Davis, where he's like, I didn't watch Miss Marvel. This right here, this scene is how Miss Marvel post credit ends. You don't need to see Miss Marvel to see this. They released it in the trailer, obviously, but this was the teaser to set up the movie. So maybe they're trying to push people to go watch Miss Marvel before. Maybe it's like a push, like, hey, check out that show before the movie. Before the show that sets up the other movie. Is that too much? I don't know. Maybe. 7 months ahead, you could do the same thing, especially if Secret Invasion is really, really good, and it could bring people back to Disney Plus. If it's as good as it looks like it could be, it could bring people to Disney Plus. It could say, now watch the Marvels, because as you said, Brie Larson is huge in this. Kamala Khan is going to be big in this story. Monica Rambeau is going to be huge in this story. So they're already going to be big. If that show is good, you're already going to get people to watch it. So I think it was just unnecessary, and you're going to have other opportunities, especially in August.
Yeah,
you got Comic-Con. Just you have times it didn't seem like it's almost disingenuous. It feels like you're doing it because you're worried that people are not going to watch it. So you're trying to give it extra marketing for no reason. So I don't know.
You're mad about them advertising a movie?
No, it just makes because I feel like it's almost like you're gonna force it to flop. It's either marketing too early can also hurt it just as much as marketing not at all. It tells you maybe I don't believe in this. All this stuff could, and if you don't take advantage of the marketing when you're supposed to, if a good trailer, really good movie, really good trailer dropped at the right time, it makes you anticipate the movie, even if it's 3 months out. And 7 months out, it doesn't do that because you're gonna forget about it.
November.
No one's thinking about I'm gonna go buy my ticket. What the fuck am I doing that for?
That said, do you think Paramount doesn't believe in Mission Impossible or Lucasfilm doesn't believe in Indiana Jones?
Well, I would say Mission Impossible had one movie 4 years ago. So if they're coming out a movie every 2 years, that's not the same thing. You're talking about the Marvel that's going to have a show talking about the same characters 3 months before the movie comes out. We're not talking about apples to apples, Brandon. You're talking about apples to orange, apples to banana. It doesn't make sense.
The Mission Impossible franchise is no slouch, even if it came out 4 years ago.
But once again, you have another Marvel show, Brandon. It doesn't make sense. It's not like we have another Mission Impossible. It'll be like us doing Mission Impossible 9 when Mission Impossible 7 is coming in July.
We still had another Tom Cruise movie in the interim that made a dump ton of money last year.
I mean, yeah. I mean, well, that's why you probably would. Well, yeah, and they released a behind the scenes thing right when Top Gun was like, hey, here's $1 billion movie, but here's the next one, here's the next Tom Cruise movie, and they just showed like the whole bike jumping off the cliff thing.
Yeah, but this is not the same thing, because once again, these characters are going to be in the show that's going for the next 8 weeks. You're almost cutting your nose despite your face. So you're not actualizing on what you should be doing for this. Yeah. And we already know it's going to get hate. It's going to get toxic hate. You're going to get that. So why not wait? Minimize it. See that's the thing. Obviously Captain Marvel, Brie Larson got it's an insane amount of hate that they got. Oh, real quick, Xavier said Brian can smell the desperation that Marvel execs. It could be. It could be. But also, maybe they don't think that these ladies are big box office draws. Captain Marvel made $1 billion, so I don't think that's the case. But it's pandemic times. I understand they haven't had a lot of $1 billion movies. I mean, you haven't. But it's still too early to even maximize on your thing. So, like, if that was the case, even if they were worried about it, Brie Larson is not capable of carrying a movie, which I think is stupid because she's definitely done that. But she's done before. But it's just too early. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah. Well, so I know Brandon. Will you forget about it? Can you possibly forget about this and not even remember that it comes out in November? No, because like you said, like they're going to re-release another trailer. We're gonna have Ahsoka. We're gonna have this. You're gonna have we have so many things that are gonna come out. Beast Wars. You're gonna have so much that's happening. You want to re-release a trailer, like you want to make. Well, that's what they're gonna do. But that's what they always do, And they're gonna do it after Secret Invasion. I don't get why they did this early, but I'm not mad at it either. I'm like, okay, cool. I got a teaser of what just seeing them together, which is cool. If this movie and then makes $400 million, you're gonna be upset then. Because they would have shot themselves in the foot. But I don't think it would be because they released a teaser 7 months prior. I don't think that would be the reason why it made 400. If it would make that little, it would be because it's a bad movie, and the toxic fans are the issue. They're still they're going to be the first ones in line. Multiverse of Madness. When we're talking about when you do things and there's too much time in between, it just does not do well for them. See, but this is the opposite of Multiverse of Madness. Multiverse of Madness was like they didn't release a trailer, so people started making up shit. Like, oh man, Tom Cruise is gonna be in it. This person's gonna be in it. And what if like this might be like, hey, listen, like Tom Cruise is not gonna be in this movie. Iron Man's not gonna be in this movie. Like, don't make up your own story, because that's what they did in Multiverse of Madness. Because that lost the money. What? Because everyone making up their own narrative. Yeah, they didn't like the movie. They lowered their expectations of the movie. I don't think they lost money because they did that. Because they didn't wait. I think Thor: Love and Thunder. If they would have put more trailers out for Thor: Love and Thunder, it would have made less money. If they would have put the trailers out like in February and it comes out in July, they would have made less money because we would have known how terrible it is. Yeah, putting trailers at the right opposite of your point. No, it's like maybe they didn't know that one. No, but put trailers at the right time is what really is for marketing. Marketing wise, you should put it at the right time to maximize everyone's views. And remember that people are going to enjoy it, especially after something positive. So, or possibly they don't believe Secret Invasion is good, even though that trailer looked. No, that's gonna be good. It's gonna look unbelievable because unless that's the answer, which I don't believe. Yeah. I want to talk about the actual trailer. We're talking if it should be released or not. We got it. So I want to talk about this scene. Is my favorite scene of the entire trailer. It was her. It would be an actual reaction of somebody, like, oh, here's a fluffy cat, and then they eat two people, and then her being just a teenager, I don't know, and that's why I think she's gonna steal this movie, is because she's gonna be the Jiminy Cricket of it all. Like, we can't do that. We have to be the good people because she's a kid, and Monica's a military person. Brie Larson's a military person now.
Original Jiminy Cricket or remake Jiminy Cricket?
The good one. The original.
This is also my favorite scene, but once again, it did feel still like a show. This is my favorite scene by far. I laughed immediately when seeing it.
Yeah. See, I think people are getting it, and this might be the issue that Disney's having with doing Disney Plus stuff is, do people feel like this looks like a show because one of the biggest characters in the trailer is from a show? You know, and they're bringing stuff right out of the show. Like this is like, right out of the show. You know what I mean? I want to know what's going on here with this dude, why he's chained up. You know, but we'll figure that out later. You know, but yeah. So it was like the last time we saw this character was in a show. The last time we saw Monica Rambeau was in a show. You know what I mean? So
that might be a very good answer because I see Nick Fury. I felt like the trailer I watched for Secret Invasion was like a movie. Mm-hmm. It felt like a movie. I feel like the way they did it, and they released it 3 months ago, with time to get my anticipation going. You know, I feel like that was the right move to make, and it felt that way. It felt very finished. It felt we put money in because we believe in this. You know, I just didn't feel the same way. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe I'm 100% wrong. This is like my favorite movie of the year, but that's just the vibes I get.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm digging it. I like it. I mean, also like maybe the Secret Invasion, thing. Excuse me. I got burp. Well, here, Secret Invasion. Our first trailer reaction for Secret Invasion was September 14th, 2022. How long ago was that?
Wait, was that reaction? Or was that September? Or was that at the Comic-Con thing?
That was the Comic-Con.
It was a release for someone's phone.
No. That was the official one.
Official trailer?
The teaser trailer, not the official trailer. The teaser trailer was the teaser trailer.
Honestly, and that I feel like felt like a TV show. This definitely didn't feel like the same way. But I don't know. We'll see. I
mean, that's why. I mean, it could be setting up and stuff like that. Yeah, I was like, because I'm like, when did we first watch it? Because I remember we watched him. It looked like he was getting off a spaceship or some shit.
Yeah, and I had just realized there was no release date set in stone when that trailer came out. They left it
because they pushed it back too.
Yeah,
pushed it back a couple times.
Yeah, but yeah. So I was like, they do it, but. I'm excited about this one. I like it. I like seeing these characters are really cool. I want to know more about everything. Real quick, we go get some of these comments I skipped over. Xavier said, hopefully the official trailer feels more cinematic in nature, and we get some sense of the story. Yeah, that's the thing. Right now, we have no idea what the story is, which is fine. We're just getting like they're together.
Yeah. It showed me enough. We have a habit of I can't even. This might not even hold any water because the full trailer's not out yet. But we get so many trailers where they compress the entire movie in 2.5 minutes, and I'm fine with them showing me just enough to kind of hook me in. But I have to wait until the full trailer comes out to say anything more about that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I'm curious about the time jump. Because Monica seems like she's got a grasp on her powers. I was like, oh shit, didn't you just like earn that? Didn't you just figure that out? So it was like, how much of a time jump since it was from her learning it in WandaVision to this?
Oh yeah, they're all definitely.
WandaVision got to be 2 years, 3 years almost, right? Even in actual time.
In actual time, yeah.
Actual time, WandaVision is that long ago.
2 years. Yeah.
So by the time it came out, it would have been 3 years, over 3 years.
How long again did they say WandaVision took place after Endgame? I can't quite remember.
Like a week after. It was like directly after. It was like the next day or so. Like right after. It was like it was
in
right
Marvel
after.
time. In Marvel time, I think this has been 5 years. In actual time, it's been like 3 years. Because think about it. WandaVision came out before Loki. It was the first Disney Plus show that came out. So this has been actual 3 years. Like it's almost, by the time this movie comes out, it'll be almost 4 years in real time. Yeah. So we're talking about it could be 7 years in Marvel universe.
Yeah. So But yeah, I'm curious. But also for Kamala Khan, like, what's the time difference between her learning her stuff and this?
I think that's only a year.
Yeah, which is still decent. But he said, fingers crossed the reshoots will hopefully help the project. For now, it's not really on my radar. Too much other stuff to occupy my mind. Yeah, and I think that's what this one was like, hey, check it out. We got the 3 Marvels all together. I think this is like the tip of the iceberg for the movie. Like, we have no idea, And
maybe it was so general. That's why I feel like it's like a TV show, because it's so general that you're gonna have 10 episodes, 10 episodes to try to get to anywhere for it to make any sense. So maybe that's what it is.
Yeah. So they kept it very vague on purpose. Like, we don't even know who the bad guys are, why they're doing it, how they have to fix it. Like, so yeah.
I think
the backlash about Brie. Yeah, and that's another issue is you release it this early. You give them a chance, and you let. But maybe that's a good thing, because that's what helped the first one. Was all these backlash and all these geeks and gamer channels. Literally every day they made a video. I think the Quartering made a video every single day about Brie Larson.
It's psychotic.
It's insane.
But also, you gotta remember the Captain Marvel came out a month before Endgame. I mean, like, it was still in the prime time of all this stuff, guys.
Of the big one. Yeah.
So I think if this movie makes $700 million, it's a success. Even though it makes $300 million less than it made the last time, I think it's still a success.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of put it in context. It's not right before Kang Dynasty. You need to watch this before you understand what's going on. It's not the same thing. So even if it only makes $700 million, it's still that's a good successful movie for this one.
Yeah. What Marvel hasn't made its money back. It's debatable. Everyone's saying Black Panther. I don't think so, because it's like at $850 or so. No, which is considered made its money.
It's made its
money.
Man.
You get other people.
You're really trying to massage those numbers to make it say it's not going to make any money.
There's a lot of people that are like, yeah, well, it costs this much, but then it costs like $1 bazillion to market it. I was like, okay,
no one spends $1 bazillion.
Yeah, no, it made profit. It probably didn't make as much as they wanted, but it probably made a profit.
It would have made profit off of $400 million, and it didn't double it. So it's probably made $400 million of profit. So
even with the marketing on it.
No one spends that much money on marketing.
I would say Ant-Man is not doing too well.
It's still going to make $500 million, and
I don't know, because it's pretty low on the box office numbers. It'll still make a profit, but it won't make that much. I think it's like at 500.
Yeah, so I said $500 million.
No, that's how much it is at.
Yeah, that's right.
So
but that's not how much it costs to make Ant-Man.
I think Ant-Man was like 180.
I thought it was 140, but that's about. If you do 140 and you double it just for marketing, that's 200. 200.
200.
So even if you double 200 million for marketing, which I don't think you do, you still made money.
Yeah. Well, then you got to consider whatever the marketing was, and the marketing is usually how much in the marketing is it? 10%? Or no, is it exactly what? I don't know. There's like a number,
calculator.
I'm sorry, Brandon don't know this.
It's not going to double its cost of making it to make it. You're going to make a profit. You made a profit off this movie.
Yeah, like it's at 476 right now. Even if they spend another $100,000 on marketing, it made $100 million. Yeah, 100 grand.
Still made
$100 million.
$175 million. That's still fine.
Yeah, so definitely looks like a show, like that trash ass blue. Man, that's right. You on that Blue Beetle. That Blue Beetle looked great, man. What are you talking about?
You shut your whole mouth about Blue Beetle.
It looked great. I love Blue Beetle. Awesome. Again, that was just a teaser trailer, so we get a trailer eventually. But all right, man. Anything else?
In July, right?
What's that?
What's that?
That comes out in July, right? Blue Beetle.
August,
right?
So we get a trailer a month before. I'm just whatever.
But does that go with what you're saying? Like DC doesn't have any faith in these non-James Gunn stuff, so they're gonna like put out a teaser and a trailer, and then that's it.
Yeah, they're By the way, speaking of DC, it was nice to hear this news on the cast of Creature Commandos. By the way,
yes,
but, it's kind of like even with Blue Beetle, this is kind of in a state in limbo. It's kind of will they, won't they, in terms of incorporating him into the this rebooted universe, which I kind of hope they do. Just kind of going by the trailer, but that's 5 months out. No, 4 months out.
4.
Yeah. I know you're not talking about how many months out right now after we just talked about. Wrap up the show.
That up. Yeah.
Wrap up the show.
One last thing. I was looking for this and I couldn't find it. Like, do we have a new accuser, new Ronin? Another reason for people to get mad. Like, oh, they're replacing Ronin Accuser with a chick. Like a chick Ronin.
I was gonna say he's dead. So.
Yeah, he's dead. So.
Anyone who complains about that or goes, "Oh, MCU," I'm just assuming they don't bathe.
Okay.
Or they pee in their basement.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if anybody gets that reference.
Yell at their mothers when their hot pockets aren't warm enough.
I need the Cartman clip of like, Ma, they go to the bathroom and she just brings a bucket. Oh man, but cool. And I also like the logo. It puts Miss Marvel's. Am I saying it wrong? Chillmonger might come after me with the whole Miss and Ms. But the Miss Marvel S, the photon
and then
logo,
and then the text of Captain Marvel that she's had since her first movie.
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it. Like I said, I really hope the director Nia DaCosta goes far because I really like her work. So her directing is a big draw for me because I really like her work.
Mm-hmm. Yep. But yeah, we'll see when we get an official trailer or whatever happens in Secret Invasion. We'll talk more about this as it comes out. But we'll see. We'll see how it feels later.
If you remember.
Brian's the hater on this one today, man.
Make sense, man.
It's still a good trailer. I liked the trailer. I enjoyed it.
It was fine. It was fine. But TV show. I'm just telling you.
I think Zack Attack said it best. Where the trailer. I think he called it exhausting because like one, he liked the trailer. It was great. He goes, 2, it gives it way too much time for all the incel haters to just really hate on it. So
they already are. I'm trying to like kind of avoid comment sections and message boards because just like Zach said, it's really exhausting and really unfortunate.
You don't want to give someone more opportunity to do those things.
Yeah.
And that's why it just
you're feeding them.
I'm starting to just kind of try my best to ignore them because I don't really think they even deserve to call themselves fans. They just piss and moan for the sake of pissing and moaning. And it's exhausting, just like you said. It's corrosive and toxic. They're a disgrace to fandom, if you ask me.
Yeah, it gets boring after a while, man.
It is. It's boring, and I could go on. It's draining. So I'm really over them.
Yeah, you are not kidding. But all right, let's move on to some other stuff. So if you're watching live, stick around. We're gonna talk about some other stuff. If you're watching on replay, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and let us know what you think about the Miss Marvels. Do you agree with Brian? Do you agree with Brandon? You got your own opinion about it all. Leave a comment. Let us know what you think. But hit that subscribe button. Like I said, we're on our way to 1,000, and we're gonna be announcing some giveaways sometime soon. For when we hit that big milestone. So make sure you're part of the Spoiler Kings channel and come back every Monday and Thursday for our live shows. But cool. Thank you all. We are going to move on to our next topic. Cool. You guys just want to call it there?
We can.
Or you want to do another trailer?
It's
sorry, 11:30.
We can.
It's 11:30.
I'm gonna get up and rather than going to the building gym, I'm gonna go to
The Jim. Yeah. If anything, we can go live tomorrow.
We need more content, and that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
It's not enough content, and that's why I was trying to get done with this trailer. Like, all right. It just matter. It's not.
I mean, we could do the Continental real quick if you want to do the Continental trailer.
Yeah, because at least we could cut up 2 trailers. Because I mean, I was worried about today. We didn't get anything.
Yeah, so, for the sake of more
the last 2 days.
Yeah. Well, I dropped two the
you dropped the shorts.
So that's why I was like, but no content is not, that's what I like.
Yeah. Also, I think what would be really cool is if are you buying any comics, Brandon, or not yet?
I am. I'm actually catching up to comics. I just wasn't able to get there this week, but I am playing a lot of catch up.
Okay, because I was thinking like to stay on that comic book train is like each one of us could do like our comic of the week, like whatever, and just do a quick 60-second or like this is what we're reading, this is why we like it, So I think that would be kind of cool because Erica was the one that told me about like but I told Brian I'm like, dude, record your pull list, and it's killing it. And then she's like, hey, you guys should do like each one of you, or whoever, you don't have to, but like whatever comic of the week you're reading, it'd be a nice quick 30-second or 60-second max, little quick recording, Can we talk about the fine tiger something Ramsey from was it Fast and Furious though?
No, we can't. We have to stay on topic, Brandon. You can't just spout out anything that comes to your mind.
I do it all the time. What you talking about? that's literally my stick. Yeah, it comes to my mind. That's why I say, what you talking about, man? We've been doing this for a whole year. What you talking about?
Bring up the picture.
I love it. I love this. That's great.
I'm talking about the stuff I do. Come on, man. This is what I've been talking about. This is exactly what I do.
And Ramsey from Fast and Furious, Brandon, that's Natalie Emanuel. You learn her name, and you learn it well.
Yeah, there you go. I can't remember her name. Oh, is that where she were the Tika Sumpter is from?
She's
Sonic,
from,
right?
She's from the Sonic movies. Yeah, she's
yeah. And so I'm like, where else did I see her? And then I saw her and James Marsden together. Yeah.
I'm more the girl that plays Ramsey. I like her more.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What's her name? Emmanuel what?
Natalie Natalie Emanuel.
Yeah.
See, if I wasn't married, right? If I was still thinking about those type of things.
From Game of Thrones.
Yeah. Why do you think I'm single?
I don't know. That you're not gonna get her. You're a good looking man. You're a good looking man, but no.
You gotta
How do you pull off Natalie Emanuel?
I gotta keep up alive.
Natalie Emanuel. You don't give us false hope. Don't give us false hope. No, don't do that. I think you could do that. No, bro. No, bro. I'll be your wingman, but I'll be telling you the whole time, like, man, you better knock this out of the park because there ain't no way in hell this is going to work twice.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Exactly. Yeah, Game of Thrones. So, yeah, you can pull that off. I think. He's like, no. She was in Maze Runner.
She was.
Oh yeah, she was in Maze Runner.
Oh yeah, definitely was in Maze. She was part of the.
Yeah. Damn, it didn't even look like her.
It's the hair.
That's
not her.
It is her.
It is her. Yeah, it's the hair.
It's definitely her. The beautifulness in the eyes looks the same. You're talking about, man.
Yeah,
you went from the big hair.
Yeah, we're so used to her with like the big kind of bouncy hair in the Fast movies.
Yeah, there it is.
both of which are just like great looks on her, by the way.
Better than Tessa. I know he really don't like Tessa Thompson. You wait, you never watched Game of Thrones?
If it's any consolation, Brandon, I got into Game of Thrones like later.
Yeah,
me too. It was a lunch later.
Well, I think I got into season 3, so I don't know if that counts as later or not. But
I was season 4 almost. Yeah,
season 4. Mm-hmm. Game of Thrones is.
And I didn't like it.
Watch it.
Then by 6, I didn't like it.
Yeah, it ended bad, man. At least for me. A lot of people thought it ended perfectly, which blows my mind. I don't understand how. But for me, it was one of the worst endings ever. But it was also one of the best shows ever. Like some of the storylines were great. The Red Wedding will literally blow your mind. Like people still now who never watched Game of Thrones watch Game of Thrones and then the Red Wedding and they like call people. They're like, "Oh my God, did you?" They're like, "Yeah, it happened like 10 years ago, man. I know." It's like, but yeah, I recommend watching it. But the ending is the last season is debatable.
Yeah, I agree. I think even if they cut it shorter.
I don't think your one ticket's going to work, Derby.
Yeah, I'm going to see Mario again this weekend to prove Brian wrong about box office.
I was thinking about going to see it again because I really, really enjoyed it. I might even support it again in 3D because I had that much fun seeing it in 3D.
Yeah.
So depending on what I'm doing this weekend, I might go check it out again. I had a fun time with Mario. There's a couple things out that I think are worth a rewatch because I want to see Mario again. I want to see Dungeons and Dragons again.
You want to support something, man? Go support Dungeons and Dragons. Mario got enough money.
Yeah, that was that was the type of fun I was looking for in this.
Mm-hmm. Same.
I like movies. I'm not into all the drama shows at all. There's been damn good drama. I'm about to start watching Breaking Bad. You're about to start Breaking Bad. You're gonna like that.
Yeah.
If you're going for drama, crazy.
Breaking Bad's required watching if you're looking for good drama.
Yeah. They're playing this Peaches song. This is all money. That's good. Wait. So I had a question. I forgot to ask him on Monday. Like, have you listened to any Tenacious D before? Because it was basically a Tenacious D song.
It sounds just like Tenacious D. All the stuff.
Yeah, it was straight up Tenacious D without Kyle Gass, which is the other half of.
Yeah, which Jack Black was gonna bring the Tenacious D.
I didn't think he was gonna do it because it's a Mario movie. I'm like, what kind of music is gonna happen? And it was great. It was perfect.
It worked perfectly.
It fit perfectly. But
it
was
like
it was a
shoehorned in. Everything was good with that.
Yeah, if you have Jack Black in your movie, at some point in time, he's gonna sing. He's just going to.
Yeah.
At this point. The Peaches song was hilarious. Like I was cracking up in the theater.
Yeah, it was good. Because at first I'm like, this is stupid, and then by the end I'm like, this is awesome. It was pretty good, and then the post credit with just more of the song. Yeah.
Not bad, huh?
But yeah. Breaking Bad, man, you're gonna have a really fun time with that. But I recommend Game of Thrones, but you got to be into that. Because there's even people that don't like that Dungeons and Dragons type of style of stuff, and still liked Game of Thrones a lot. So
it's a good story. Had a lot of sex and a lot of killing. Had a lot of stuff. So
it had zombies, it had killing, it had sword fights, a lot of boobies.
Yeah,
a lot of boobies.
Yeah, there were.
Even when they said they're done showing their boobies, there's still more boobies. They're like, because Emilia Clarke is like, I'm done, and then the next season, here one more time. It's like
you only get one this time. Don't worry about that. Sneak peek.
So I recommend it. But all right, you guys want to do the Continental and then
that'll be it.
Call it night them? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh man. All right, let's get it. All right, welcome to the Spoiler Kings. My name is St. Kramer, Brian the Grizzly, Brandman Brandon, and we are going to watch the Continental from the world of John Wick, the teaser trailer. So let's check it out and talk about it. So it's number 12 trending as of right now. It came out a day ago. So cool. Let's check it out.
Peacock.
Checkouts begin. And then, yeah, that's it.
I like it.
What do you guys think?
Me too.
Short.
Me too.
Crazy.
Once a teaser.
So
my only question is, why are all these guns in the Continental?
You
know,
so
that's my
first
first question.
70s. It's based in the 1970s, which is awesome. Good call.
So does that mean that there used to be things that used to happen on the Continental grounds that they used to be able to conduct business, and they've changed that recently? Just saying.
Yeah.
You know, if this
is that Winston? Is this a young Winston?
I think that has to be Winston. Winston.
Yeah. You know, because what if Winston is like the guy who sets these rules? You know, like, hey, you know what? This is the safe zone. Stop effing up my hotel, and then it kind of trickles down to other.
Else.
You know, there has to be story to how he essentially became king of the castle, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You know, which I'm assuming the show's gonna explore. The nice thing about John Wick is, and even with this like ballerina spinoff we're getting whenever next year, it did leave a lot of room for world building, and I'm always keen for more world building. You know, the rabbit hole can go really, really deep when it comes to John Wick.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
All these different factions, the Continental, like we're getting. You know, maybe even after Ballerina, we'll get a lot more. You know, I'd be down to see more of, you know, like the world of, you know, like the Bowery King, you know, his whole kind of faction, or, you know, like some of the there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of wiggle room. So and I think the Continentals are a really good start for that.
This is them testing the waters because
yeah.
You know, the ballerina, once again, you have someone very good looking and you're gonna have violence and you're gonna have all this athletic stuff. So you're gonna see that. So, I mean, a beautiful person can carry a movie like that, you know, like no matter what, you know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, even, you know, Keanu Reeves is a good looking dude, you know, like, so he's able to carry it and then the action goes along with it. This is testing if it's just the world. Is it just the violence in the world that you're attracted to, or is it the star that you need? And I think this is will go a long way kind of figuring that out, and then we'll know if we're going to have more spinoffs or we're going to have just stars that we're going to follow, and are we going to get a John Wick 5? All those answers could come from this Continental series, this 3-part series.
Yeah, and I think making it short is good because, you know, it does seem like a test, like exactly like you said. It's on Peacock, so you don't have to go crazy with marketing and production and stuff like that because it's going to be on a streaming service. It's a three episode event, you know, and there's really not any stars that I heard attached to this. So yeah,
if it does well, we know
if it does well.
you got a world that we're going to see John Wick for the next decade. You know,
yeah. If it does well, like we're going to see the
Nobody.
The Nobody guy.
Everybody's gonna have their own show.
The dude, Scorpion dude from Japan. He gets a movie. Like everyone's gonna get a freaking movie.
It's gonna be like Oprah. Point. You get a movie, and you get a movie, and everybody gets a movie.
But if it does good, then they can really movies and series, or mini series, would be cool. So, and this is a really good potential. But just from the trailer, it looks very 70s, which is cool. I mean, dude, there's a dude with a freaking samurai sword. Like, we got a ninja in here, man. Like, this is going to be fun. It's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be good, but it's going to be fun.
Yeah,
for sure. I can at least. I know that's going to be up there. But yeah, I mean, we got a dude with a samurai sword. We got some masked lady and
like Eyes Wide Shut stuff. I don't know what's going on.
Fighting on the roof. Like it's gonna be a fun action-packed time. And I'm curious. If that is Winston, and does Winston set the rules that change kind of the universe or something like that? So
or did he own the hotel and all of a sudden all of these assassins came and he got brought into the world, and it wasn't, he wasn't actually part of it. The Continental Ghost got brought into the world, and then became under the table started to form, and he kind of became it under the table as it all formed together at the same time.
Yeah. So I'm excited about it. It looks cool. It looks interesting. It's on Peacock, so a lot of people tend to have that service.
Yeah.
When
for $5 you can watch it too.
yeah. This is what I goes. Check-in begins September 2023. That's super awesome. So I like it. It's gonna be cool. And then Peacock needed something else besides Bel Air.
Bel Air, that's all.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm excited. I'm into it. Anything with John Wick's name on it.
Yeah. I think this is gonna be good. I mean, it'll be good enough to test. I'm interested in what happens too, because I know I'll watch it, but are other people gonna watch it? I don't know.
Yeah. So we'll probably do a review on it. Probably not each episode. Probably do all three as one, because it's only three. So
hey,
too bad.
You know who's the biggest star in this right now, right?
Who?
Mel Gibson.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot his name's in here. Mel Gibson.
He's in all three episodes, so Mel Gibson's going to be something important. He might be the leader of the table. You never know.
Yeah, he fell. He's kind of fell into directly to video hell at this point. So it's nice to kind of see. Yeah, it's interesting to start seeing him do stuff again.
Yeah, he's done some pretty bad movies.
Hey, so Sharon is going to be in this thing too.
Oh, he has to.
Yeah. I'm looking at it now. Yeah, there's really no one. Yeah, besides Mel Gibson.
Yeah. I mean, Peter Green is pretty big too.
Yeah.
Oh, Dorian from The Mask, right?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Always like that guy.
Yeah. So
this will be interesting. I'm wondering how it's going to be. Hopefully, it's good.
Yeah. Like I said, it's going to be fun. That's for sure. It's going to be over the top violence that we're used to with John Wick. But I mean, even the synopsis is non-existent.
Yeah.
It's just it doesn't really say anything. It just says an upcoming American television miniseries. That's it.
Come see it. What is it about? The hotel. What?
Yeah.
That's it.
I'm sure more will come to light as we draw closer to the release date. But really, if at this point, the world of John Wick and just putting the John Wick's name on it is gonna at least get be enough to have people give at least one or two episodes a watch.
Yeah. Well, at that point, you do all 3, right?
Exactly.
If you're watching 2, might as well go for the 3rd.
And 3 episodes is a good. I think that's a good enough run for it. You know, it's not going to wear out its welcome. It's enough. It's good that you know, these show creators are conscious as to how long something should go. You know, when to cut it off and that sort of thing. Shows have a shelf life. You know, if it's going to run, you know, X amount of seasons, do that. If it's going to run 3 episodes, know when to cut it off. So, almost sounds like a, you know,
agreed.
3-hour TV movie.
I was just gonna say it was probably like pitched as a movie, and they're like, you know what, let's cut it up and put it on Peacock.
And well, let's use this to you know, bring people into the world, and let's kind of promote Ballerina with this movie.
Yeah, because supposedly Tom Cruise, Keanu Reeves is in it, but I don't know. You know,
he's in the Ballerina, so
yeah.
He's gonna, you know, I'm not sure. You know, if this is going to take place in the 70s, you know, you have John Wick showing up as a kid.
Maybe John Wick. It might be a flash forward, or this whole thing might be a flashback. Be interesting.
Yeah,
but
70s settings is cool.
That's cool. Yeah, that's super cool.
Agreed.
Yeah, I would have been cool too if going a little further back, maybe like 50s. But I get you want to probably introduce Winston in that, and you can't do it. You know, he's not that old. You know, Ian McShane is not that old, so you can't go back that far.
Back in the 30s, well, you're not gonna have Sharon there. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah,
70s as far as you could go.
Yeah. Yeah. Did it say Sharon's in it?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I see it. Nice. Yeah. So you got a young, which is cool. I like that. I like that idea too. Cool. Cool, man. Anything else, guys?
No, just want to see it. I can't wait to see where we're going with this. I'm all for it. I want to hear what everyone else thinks about it too.
Yep. Yeah. So leave a comment. Let us know what you think. Are you into it? Are you kind of like, no big deal? You know, you kind of, if it doesn't have John Wick in it, you don't care about it. But we're pretty excited about it. So we'll see, and then we'll probably do a review in September when it comes out. So how violent? What's the body count with this one? How crazy it's gonna get? I want to know what's going on with the ninja, with the ninja guy. But cool. Leave a comment. Let us know. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that like button. Lets YouTube know we're doing a good job. And join us every Monday and Thursday live. And you too could be part of the show and let us know live your thoughts. But if you're watching live, stick around. We're going to talk about some other stuff. We're going to do that right now.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Yeah, we started late because I still like want to talk about Harry Potter. But that's okay.
Yeah, I want to do
though.
a whole HBO thing, you know, and kind of touch on everything and the Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah, I definitely got some thoughts about this thing with Harry Potter.
The Max, which is so fucking stupid.
The Max.
That's just Max. And it's also like Max, the place to go for HBO. It's like, fuck, what?
HBO is too hard to stay, so let's do Max.
Yeah, that's stupid. Imagine like Disney changing their name
to Diz.
Just like D. Where I was like, you know, all the comments are great. I saw somebody's like, "Oh, Peacock is rebranding," you know, just to cock, the place you go for P. Yeah,
P. Cock, and it's just like a P with a bird.
I thought you were gonna say something else, but yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so. But
not getting canceled before we monetize, guys. I'm not getting canceled before we monetize.
Well, maybe tomorrow we'll see. We might go live. Maybe Saturday we'll go live or something like that.
Yeah. I'm definitely going to do something for Bel Air. I mean, I'm going to do some type of review. I want to talk about Picard.
I want to talk about Bel Air.
We're going into the last episode of Picard, and this season's been amazing. It's been really, if you are the Next Generation fan, this has been perfect, and I can't wait to talk about that. And then I'm gonna do it right before the finale, and then the finale I do is his own entity. So I definitely want to do that this coming up weekend, good. And so yeah. So are we doing anything Sunday or not?
I'll talk to Martin if he can handle it, but I think he should be all right. Yeah, but we'll probably be joining the if you want to join too, Brandon. It'll be Sunday morning though. We are joining the House of Nerd show, and we're going to be like co-hosting with them, filling in for the great Sergio, who's going to be out doing some work stuff. So
I told Martin, I was like, man, I don't know, man. This is a lot of pressure. Now I'm trying to know. Like I'm reading. I read comic books every day. That's what I do. I sit there in my car, and before I go in the store, I read another book. But now I need to know the illustrations. I need to know all this in-depth stuff. And I'm like, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they know their stuff over there.
As long as I ain't got to run the show, I'll be all right.
Yeah. Well, Elle said it's gonna be pretty like loose, and she, I think
Elle.
Yeah, exactly. she I don't want to say she doesn't have a plan, but she's just more like chill about it. I think Sergio's the one with the show notes and all that stuff. It's like we gotta stay on schedule, but yeah. So yeah, we're gonna be over there on Sunday. So if you're want to check us out, some more Spoiler Kings talking about comics. We're gonna be there on Sunday, and then hopefully sometime next week we're gonna do a collab with House Nerd with Ninja Turtle Last Ronin comic books series. So that's gonna be pretty fun.
Everyone's talking about this, guys. If you guys go to a comic book store,
that's the first one.
Staji Jimbo. So yeah, that's the first one that's coming out so far. So it's a lot of independents that came out this week. I don't know why no one's watching the independent video, because this is the best week we've had for independents. 8 Billion Genies might be one of my favorite new comic things. Even though it's done, this is number 8. This is one of my favorite. This one, Monarch has been amazing.
Monarch.
Yeah. Ambassadors, I enjoyed this.
I'm gonna get that.
I enjoyed the second issue. That was pretty good. So, I mean, I got Little Monsters, and then, of course, my favorite, Children of the Black
That was
Sun.
good. So I got to read that. I'll probably go tomorrow to the comic book store.
Yeah,
pick up all the.
I'm gonna try to find time tomorrow, because I think we're going to see Redfield around 5. I think tomorrow, and then we were gonna. I think go to Replay or something after that.
Nice. I haven't been to Replay in forever.
Yeah, we've been trying to go for the past week.
So I don't know. It's been a long time since I've hung out in the city. So right down the street, down the block from Replay, there's this place. They sell like Mexican foods, tacos and stuff, but it's super whiteified. The food's okay. The food's good. I'll give it that. Food's really, really good. I don't know if it counts as a taco, but they have one of my favorite drinks. They have a milkshake horchata. That's
nice.
Oh my god, I forgot. It's right on the corner. I forgot the name of it.
Which one? The one in Lakeview, the one in Andersonville, the one?
It's the one. It's the one in Lincoln Park.
Okay.
The one in Lincoln Park. No. Yeah. It's right where Replay's at.
I mean, Replay is Replay in Chicago. There's Replay in Lakeview, and there's Replay in Andersonville. They're all in Chicago.
Yeah, I'm assuming you're going to the one in on Division Street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the main one.
Division, is that Sheffield?
No. Was that Division in Damon?
Clark?
No,
Clark is Sheffield, and then that's the same one. And then Halstead.
I think still more west, because you're right. The one on right by I was gonna say by the double door, but the double door ain't there no more. But that one, right, on Division, Damon, ish area. Yeah. Just because that's the original. I think that's the original play. So, yeah, man, that was fun times. Always enjoyed going there.
Yeah, that's Sheffield.
Is that Sheffield? Well,
is there more than one? There's more than one.
The one on Division is.
Okay. Oh, you know what? I was thinking of another S film. Yeah, Sheffield. I was thinking of Sheridan. I don't know why I was thinking Sheridan. Sheridan's way down by the lake. Yeah, no. Yeah, I don't even think Sheridan goes that far north or south. Yeah.
Oh, that's very cool though. Okay.
But check that out, man. If you want it, the place is usually packed. It's right on the corner. It's a Mexican restaurant where they serve Mexican food. It's not a Mexican restaurant. But yeah, milkshake horchatas, man, blow your mind. It's so fucking good. It's nice. So good. Yeah,
I'm on. All right.
Yeah,
well,
but
sounds good. Fun to me. They call it quits because it's past midnight. It's officially Friday.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah. But cool. Yeah, we'll try to go live either tomorrow or Saturday or something and talk HBO stuff and Bel Air. We'll see. Maybe Saturday night or Friday night. We'll see.
Bel Air is something else right now, so yeah.
I know. I'm gonna watch that for sure tomorrow. I'm gonna get caught up because I do like the show. So, but cool. All right, let's get out of here, guys.
All right.
Talk to you everyone later. Thanks for everyone in chat hanging out with us. Enjoy your weekend and check us out on Sunday morning. I'll put a notification on YouTube. You can check us out on House of Nerd Show Saturday morning. But cool. That is it from us. We are out of here. We'll see you guys next week. Later.
Thanks, guys.
See ya.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. We out here.